business. But when in the course of learning about this, we found out there actually is a group called the Balloon Council.
Yeah.
This is someone's job, someone's life. They have to take it seriously. I'm sure there are a lot of issues with balloons.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nothing to laugh at.
Oh, yeah.
It's a serious organization.
Oh, absolutely.
Dear Bob and Tom, writes Gary.
Gary!
I want to know what every other American wants to know. What is the Balloon Council doing about inflation?
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen,
Gary, thank
Gary.
you for your letter. Comedian Drew Hastings. Drew getting ready for his Comedy Central special.
Because I was talking about Gunnar before the show.
Yes.
He's been in a relationship 15 years.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
50, well, considering
Didn't
that
you-
I'm in my early 50s and the longest I have ever.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man song. He's the man. He's the man. I don't take no crap from anybody else but you. I wear the pants around here when I finish with your laundry. Cause I'm a guy you don't want to fight. When I say jump, you say you're right. I'm the man of this house until you get home. He's the man. He's the man. What I say goes around here, right out the window. And I don't want to hear a lot of whining, so I'll shut up. The sooner you learn who's boss around here, the sooner you can give me my orders, dear. Because I'm head honcho around here, but it's all in my head. He's the man. He's the man. And I can have sex anytime that you want. Because I'm a man who has needs, but they're not that important. And don't expect any flowers from me, because if I'm not mistaken, you prefer jewelry. I'm the king of my castle when you're not around. He's the man. He's the man. And I'll drink and watch sports whenever I want to get in trouble. And I'll come home when I'm good and ready to sleep on the couch. Because a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and I'm going to do what you tell me to, because I'm top dog around here, but I've been neutered. He's the man. He's the man. You the man.
What a way to kick the show off. Super duper.
By request, Sean Morey, the man song, great arrangement by Steve Ali, Frank Lover on the clarinet.
Hello, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Shut up.
I'm sorry?
June 29th, 2020.
What did he say?
You said shut up, but
Yep.
you said it with a
That was
an
a.
eye.
Well, that's is that some kind of thing they say to Marines?
Shut up.
I don't have to go right now, sir.
Hello, Tom.
Jake.
Go right ahead. Far be it from me to get in your way. Hit it, baby. Go, baby, go.
Well, I have to do the intros now?
Yes, go.
No, you can do them. You have
We'll have Reno Collier today, Jess Hooker today. Josh is here.
Hey, man.
Jess Alsman is here.
Hello.
For Christy Lee. Ace Cosby is here.
Hello.
Pat Godwin is here.
Hello, chick.
And back to Tom. There you go. What? I said, oh, Willie. Oh, gee. I said hello to him. We
Yeah,
did
you
our
talked
hellos.
a little bit.
it's what are we calling it? The hot
I think
box?
you're my favorite one
like
on
the
the
hot
show, and I
box.
keep forgetting to say hi.
The hot box.
Between me and you, you're my favorite too.
Thank you. Thank you, Willie. Thank you.
These are on. That's Willie Griswold, comedian, Chicago-based, happens to be here with us right now, and it happens to be my son. Hey, Willie, how's it going?
Happens to be. Well, I guess it was an accident. I mean,
Well,
of all the millions of sperm and all the
Yeah,
millions of people.
Sure, yeah.
At one point, he was a good swimmer. I think we all were.
There you go.
That's good to know. You're sitting in for Christy Lee. It's the lovely Jessica Alsman, Raspberry. raspberry color? What is that?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
pink,
kind of
I guess. A little
pinkish-
raspberry.
Pinkish purple.
Is it
Very
puce?
nice.
Is there a puce?
Juice.
There is, but I don't know what color that is. I've heard that. I have no idea. Josh, good to see you, sir.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
And let's see, our Ace is our engineer, and Pat, very clean, nice white shirt, open.
keeping
Got a
it
couple
simple.
buttons dropping. You doing that?
For the ladies.
Sure, yeah.
Give him a little eye candy. There you go.
I got some Italian news for you because you look
Speaking of
you look kind of kind of fancy.
Godwin's a made guy.
Hey, we don't talk about that chick, but yes.
Although you are Irish, of course.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Want to smack him? We
Never
gotta
let
have
us
a
forget
meet.
that. Okay. So we have a lot of interesting stuff coming up. A fascinating weekend. Anyone interesting? No.
Check local listings. I thought my house was going to float away Saturday. End of the world type rain.
Wow.
Pretty much a natural occurrence. Had a great. Would hate to own dogs when it's raining hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
wait a minute.
two big hairy dogs?
Yeah, especially two chubby hairy dogs. Yeah.
One of my dogs is protesting. I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Winnie is now
They have a sign?
pooping just outside the door on the patio.
Mine do that when it snows and the deck's covered with snow. They'll
And
do that.
peeing there. I have no idea what this means. Dog people, please let me know.
Yeah, it sounds
She's
like
never done that. All of a sudden, for the last 2 weeks, right there.
sounds like
she's
spite to me. Yeah.
unhappy about something.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe the grass. I don't know what it is. But that's the latest from the world of dogs. She's not a big fan of being outside, also. And she moves around like a cat. Josh is going to sneeze. Oh, God.
There are dogs who act very feline-esque. Or is that,
Say the
is that
best way-
Fellini?
Fellini, it is. Fellini, yeah.
Now, coming up in the news, we have a number of interesting things, including, I should point out, radioactivity in the air, just in case 2020 wasn't going.
Now we have radioactivity.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. And then you heard about the giant sandstorm that's been
Yeah.
causing some nice sunrises and sunsets.
A lot of nice photos out there.
And
Got
a lot
that
of
going.
coughing with people who have lung problems. Yeah.
Yeah, well, so again, 2020.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Pick
God,
your
hey,
choice.
God, read the room, baby. we got a lot of things going on.
Who?
As the man said, troubles rarely singly come.
Yeah. It's not a mess, but it'll do till one gets here.
We have someone on death row, happens to be a bear, and there are protests.
A bear on death row.
Yes. Yeah.
Are they giving it the chair?
I don't know which chair it'll be. The one that's too big?
Yeah, the one
that's too small?
Oh, this one's just.
You know, his.
That would have been a pretty good bit had we actually thought of that.
You know, his
Last night, maybe.
We'll revisit it.
his last meal.
This one's just right. Okay, that's how it goes.
His last meal is going to be a picnic basket.
Okay, we have a world.
fry.
Hey, boo-boo.
We have a world record that a chick is going to hate.
Yeah, I don't have the world record.
I have it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know if I was allowed to go in the special area. I don't know where I can go to the bathroom right now.
You're not, but you can just sort of frisbee the piece of paper.
There is a learning curve.
You're allowed. You can use. There's the one designated ladies.
Okay.
That's for you.
I don't know. I know there's the one on the other side. The door's wide open.
And here's the deal. That's so the boys can walk to the other building, not have to touch any door handles.
With our wieners.
So it's propped open, and even if a man is peeing in there, you can't see because there's a divider.
Gotcha.
No.
So no one's using the ladies except for
Ladies.
me?
Yeah,
That's correct.
it's all yours.
Just going to breathe everywhere.
Okay, so we should point out that no one's allowed in the building right now except a handful of people. And this is a pretty big set of buildings, actually. And Jessica has not been here in quite some time. So, yes, the standard ladies' room is for ladies. Although we can use it as well if we have to.
Well, that's not at all what you said.
You're welcome to
60
use the
seconds
men.
ago.
You're welcome to use the men's room. I can't imagine why you'd want to, but okay. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I know. I wanted to ask anybody watch the new version of Perry Mason?
No.
Oh, no, I haven't.
First episode, yeah.
I don't have the HBO yet.
I'm spoiled. I got to wait for all the episodes to drop, and I'm going to binge it. I'm spoiled by binging.
Now, wasn't in the original he was a lawyer?
Yeah, this is the origin story. It takes place post World War I.
On this one, he's a private eye.
Yeah, so
I have
far,
a very important question.
Yes, and it's Matthew Rhys, the guy from The Americans, which is one of the best shows ever, and he's obviously tremendous.
Do they use the original theme song?
if not an updated version?
I don't think so.
Yeah, right? They
I
should.
didn't miss. I mean, I missed the very beginning. So
The original theme is badass.
If it's not the original theme, it better be Ozzy Osbourne,
Yeah, I
Perry
like that.
Mason.
That was one of the
Ozzy Osbourne
stupidest hooks.
We need Perry Mason.
We need Perry Mason. Who will on our side? We need Perry Mason.
yeah, the Perry Mason TV show with Raymond Burr was kind of awful. He won every time, and there were always these big surprises in the courtroom, which never really happens in real life.
Isn't it true?
Yeah,
That's good.
they do have the name Della Street.
They do.
Okay. All right.
She hotsy totsy.
Yeah,
She a real dish back at. Is she a round heel back after
Broad-hipped bird.
Is it World War II or one? Which do you say? 41? What did you say? When did it start? When's it placed? Where
It's
is it?
taken place. It looks like it's the
I think it's
30s.
Yeah, it's post-World War One.
There is a knockoff character of Fatty Arbuckle. His name was like Chubby Carmichael or something.
Great story.
It's pretty interesting. Did you see it, Pat?
No.
Okay.
It's Fatty Arbuckle. What a
Yeah, with a Fatty
Horrible
Arbuckle story.
thing.
I've heard it's a good return to form for noir.
Yeah, it's one of those detective LA things.
I like the hat. I like the guy Perry Mason. I like his hat.
Oh, it's a good hat. Yeah.
Good hat.
Okay, so we'll see. But I was mentioning this to a friend of mine last night, and he said the same thing that Chick said to me this morning, which was, I'm not going to watch it until they've released almost all of it.
Yeah,
so I can binge watch it. It's funny, that's now become a thing instead of waiting week to week to week.
I can wait. I kind of like that.
But Chick, don't you like watching the show and then you have developments and then you go onto Twitter and then you talk with people and see what do you think is going to happen? Don't you miss that part of it?
I hate that part.
No, I don't. No.
Willie, that would involve interacting with human beings.
I don't.
That's what I did with Watchmen. Like my friends would like share like things after every episode, and that was really fun because I loved Watchmen and I watched it while it was going on.
I waited for the entire Watchmen to be done, and I enjoyed that very much. Though that's a great series.
So
you
the
should
other
watch Watchmen, Tom.
I have not watched
really
it.
good.
I don't know.
You really have to watch it.
Is it a superhero thing?
Kind of, but not really.
Kinda,
It's got a
not
great
really.
message, though. It's wonderful.
It's incredible.
Tom, once I get HBO Max, I may need to take August off.
All right,
That's
fair
about
enough.
the way this is.
Okay, all right. And I can't keep track. There's HBO Max, Disney Plus. There's so many channels out there, and
What is
just the beginning.
my two main TVs aren't working.
The countdown 4 days for Hamilton, right? July 3rd, whatever that is.
3 a.m., yeah.
3 a.m., not at midnight?
Nope, 3 a.m.
I think it's
Midnight Pacific.
Midnight Pacific.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How nice for California.
I'm just saying.
Hollywood likes itself.
There are other people in the world, Tom. Okay.
You guys are
live
saying
on the
this.
West Coast.
Hey, the world lives on Eastern time.
None of you guys are going to stay up on
Chick,
July 3rd.
no.
till
I
midnight
might.
to
I
watch
might.
it.
Chick told me last week he was going to
might.
stay up till midnight to watch, and now
might.
obviously you can't.
I'm going to go my whole life without watching Hamilton.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's really good.
I'm
No
glad everybody
kidding?
likes it, but everybody's telling me I need to see it, and that makes me
I'm
never
telling
want to
you,
see it.
I felt the same way.
yeah.
And I saw it, and I loved it.
I went
just loved it.
crazy. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
great.
Willie, see if you can identify this song.
I mean, by context, it's probably Perry Mason theme song, right?
Gotta keep them separated.
Nope, you're
Isn't
wrong.
it weird they chose the Offspring back then?
It's the Offspring. Keep them. Of course, it's the Perry Mason thing.
Tom, you should feel
remember
proud.
how all these
You've raised a wonderful little smartass over there. Well done,
all
Tom.
these songs in the beginning. This also sounds just like the beginning of Sea Hunt. They all know the big strings.
Sea Hunt.
I said Sea Hunt.
Sea
Well, you kind of.
Hunt.
There you go.
It's not Sea Hunt.
Yeah, you got to separate those. Keep them separated.
Idiot.
Here we go.
Let it go.
See, there's a lot of dead air in
Oh,
this
man,
thing.
it builds, baby.
It sure does, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
This is the thing.
How about that piano?
So boozy.
Godwin, can you do that on piano?
A little bit.
Big horns.
How could they not do a different version, an updated version?
This is iconic.
Well, and again, it's I don't know how much this is based on the original storyline or not, but so far he's not a lawyer. There's a courtroom scene. But this is the new theme.
I'm out.
Is this a joke?
No.
Is it Trent Reznor again? Because we can't get enough of him.
Merchant Ivory presents Perry Mason.
In association with the Weinstein Group.
Is the theme going to start, or is it just they still tuning up?
Hugh Bonneville is.
From Badger's Drift. It's
Is this really
Harry Mason.
It sounds like spa music.
There's no mystery. This
Yeah.
is
I
boredom.
bet there's great visuals to go along with
This
the
is the
noir.
most
Like I'm getting a
complicated-
massage.
The most complicated music Philip Glass has ever written.
It's like yoga class.
Yeah,
I think I fast forwarded through that.
there's more. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they ever kick into the.
Are you watching this on tape? Is it still on tape, or is it on your DVR?
It's on my DVR.
We need Perry. They should have gone with Ozzy.
Let's see if this ever kicks in. No. Okay, good.
Oh, wow.
I'll
It's
get to that
moody.
in just a second.
Yeah, I can hear him pitching it. It's
Right
moody.
now, let's talk about something you don't want to talk about. Erectile dysfunction. Uh-oh. Yeah, it can happen. There's a simple, convenient solution that you may be able to use and get the treatment without leaving your couch, because our friends at Roman have spent years building a digital platform. What do? Well, you grab your phone, grab your computer, whatever, and you can complete a free online visit. You go to getroman.com/wood. You will hear back from a U.S. licensed physician within 24 hours. So if you've got an issue with ED, well, there's so many miracle drugs out there right now. You've been seeing them advertised on TV for years. Bob Dole started it off with those commercials for Viagra. Well, Roman has that sort of thing available, including Viagra, and your medication will be shipped right to your door with free 2-day shipping. So once again, you go to getroman.com/wood. Get hooked up with a physician. If you are indeed a candidate for these pharmaceuticals, well, guess what? You're going to get them. With Roman, there are no commitments. You can cancel anytime. Check it out by going to getroman.com/wood. If you're struggling with ED, just stay home. And once again, getroman.com/wood is the place to go. Free online visit, free 2-day shipping. Once again, free online visit, free 2-day shipping with a U.S. physician. GetRoman.com/wood. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We are coming right back. We have Sherlock Holmes in the news, NASA news.
And we have sports. Cam Newton's found a team, so we'll have that coming.
Yeah.
And the Patriots at their hands in the cookie jar again.
We'll find out what that's all about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Monday. It's June 29, 2020. Christy Lee off today, our correspondent. Jessica is going to be stopping by today with our news. Jess Hooker will be in via Zoom, and comedian Reno Collier as well on a Monday morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks so much for getting up to join us. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom entertainment news update from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Kelly Clarkson says she's going after John Legend for EGOT status now that she's picked up an Emmy. Clarkson won Best Entertainment Talk Show host for the first season of The Kelly Clarkson Show at the online Daytime Emmys on Friday. Clarkson gave a shout-out during her acceptance speech to people who are helping during the coronavirus pandemic and civil unrest. She says the more helpers she can feature to spread kindness and inspire others, the better everyone will be for it. The Young and the Restless emerged as the big star of this year's Daytime Emmys. The CBS Daytime Drama won for Best Drama and captured 3 other acting trophies at the event Friday night. One of the wins went to Jason Thompson, who plays Billy Abbott on the long-running series. He's the 3rd actor to play the role and win an Emmy. Several of the winners of the awards show spoke out against racial injustice. Ron Jeremy continues to be held on $6 million bail after being charged with raping 3 women and sexually assaulting a 4th. The former porn star actor's attorney asked the judge handling the case to reduce the bail during a hearing past Friday, but the request denied. During the hearing, Jeremy pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. He wore an orange jumpsuit and a face mask, the facial covering because of the coronavirus outbreak. That's a look at your entertainment news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've got horse jokes. What do you call an Amish guy with his hand in a horse's mouth? A mechanic.
That's pretty good.
Did you hear about the man who was hospitalized? He has 6 little plastic horses inside him.
Is that right?
Yeah, the doctor described his condition as stable.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I did that joke.
What did the horse say when it fell? I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
All right.
Oh!
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bob Dylan, and this is my very first commercial. Now I'm going to sing for you. When the wind was blowing like a rolling tambourine. On my big brass band, my boot heels were wandering. And heaven's door was knocking, I was tangled up in blue. Well, how does it feel when the times are changing too? You know, my singing was getting a little hard to understand. That's when I discovered the Breathe All Right nasal strip. You know, just like the ones that all the football players wear. I can breathe better and just listen to me sing. Here, let me put this thing on.
The wind was blowing like a rolling tambourine. On my big grass bed, my boot heels were out wandering. Heaven's door was knocking and I was tangled up in blue. How does it feel when the times are a-changing too?
And not only do I sing better, listen to my harmonica playing. And now listen, I can even play the guitar better too.
Wow.
And it's all thanks to Breathe All Right nasal strips.
6:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGee. Coming up, we got astronauts. We got another big reboot in the news from the world of cinema. Right now, in the next room, actually, sitting in for Christy Lee, it's Jessica Alsman. And she has a weather forecast after yesterday, not too bad. Prior to that, a little bit of rain.
Q95 Clark's weather forecast from Fox 59. Thunderstorms today, it's muggy. We'll have a high of 86. Tonight, a low of 69. Coming up tomorrow, thunderstorms again. A high of 86. And Wednesday, afternoon thunderstorms with a high of 86. Currently, it is 70.
That was authoritative.
I forgot to... Doing great. Thanks for letting me come in. I love it.
Okay. What is the temperature?
70.
Okay. I mean, the way you said it.
70. I believe it.
That's the,
Do you?
The authoritative weather. Well, is it going to rain?
Early at 70.
That'd be great. It's like the guy in Green Acres. Could be rain. But I don't know. Snow. Well, why am I here?
Mr. Kimball.
Thank you very much.
He's the best.
We've got a special weekend coming up on Q95, presented by OmniSource. Seriously about, I guess at OmniSource, what would you say? They're serious about metal.
Oh, yes.
So we'll be featuring a bunch of great metal, among other things, with a bunch of great classic rock this weekend. I'll give you some details on what's coming up there, coming up throughout the day today. All right, let's get back to the action. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Now, something unusual right now, sitting in for Christy Lee this morning, Jessica Alsman.
Hello. Great to be here.
There you go. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. The crazycockwine.com sports desk is once again occupied by Chick McGee. The orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair is once again occupied by Josh Arnold.
That's right.
Our engineer is Ace Cosby. This is Tom. The four boys are in the big room. And then behind the glass over there, it's Willie Griswold. And Mr. Pat Godwin joins us from the other building.
Hello.
Via the camera. Hi, Pat. How are you?
I'm good.
We got some new music to look forward to coming from Mr. Godwin. We were talking about the HBO reboot of Perry Mason, which is it's not about, he's not a lawyer yet, at least. He plays a sort of a private detective in L.A.
A gumshoe.
So he's deciding whether to go to law school or not.
I don't know. They haven't said it.
Is that the big decision of the
I don't
first
know.
series?
No. It's about there's a
murder. Is there murder?
Yeah.
Murder most foul?
Who's his boss?
The actor?
Yeah.
Very well-known actor.
Known guy.
I forget his name offhand.
All right.
Zazu Pitts?
No.
J.K. Simmons?
No.
Oh, he's a good one.
I love him. He's a good boss.
Good. Oh, God. The guy...
he's Spider-Man's boss.
Yeah, he is.
He's the guy that played Winston Churchill in...
Gary Oldman?
No, the other guy.
John Lithgow?
Yes. Right? Is that who it is?
That's his boss?
I love John Lithgow.
He's all right again.
Great.
Yeah.
In any event,
He's only going to give him 24 hours to solve the murder. I can tell you that right now.
Harry?
You've got 24 hours. And then I want your badge and your gun. But, Chief, your badge and your gun. There's the first episode.
nothing like that.
Oh, really?
It's very slow, film noir-y.
Your badge or your
I am
gun.
looking forward to it.
And the here's the
Slows it down.
the crappy theme song.
John Lithgow.
Yeah. We said that 10 minutes ago.
Is Ace listening to another show?
This theme song is just sad.
It's dark, isn't it? Zoots.
I think it sounds like one of those meditation apps, like lower your lights.
Calm. Welcome to Calm.
I'm sure I like that. This is the. I guess this is the end of it.
A sinister lullaby.
Whatever you say, Dr. Lecter. He hissed at me.
Next week on Harry Mason.
Oh, now it's kind of sexy.
Now we got that.
That Homeland trumpet.
A woman slowly putting on pantyhose.
A film noir thing going on.
A man untying his necktie.
You can just see him driving slowly through the wet streets of L.A. where it rains twice a year, but every night during these detective movies,
Lots of smoke.
lighting up a cigarette.
Yeah, if I'm anywhere
He sees the friendly prostitute that he knows real well.
I'm anywhere it rains a lot, I'm getting real nervous when it starts raining because that's when people get murdered. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I enjoyed the first episode. I'd watch Matthew Reese in anything. He's great. So we'll give you a full report. But one episode so far. And I don't know if it's HBO or HBO Plus or HBO Minus. Or I can't keep track of all these
HBO
stations.
Minus.
I don't know. There's Disney Plus and blah, blah. Where's the Hamilton going to show up?
Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's Disney.
Is that Disney or Disney Plus?
Well,
Disney Plus.
It's Disney Plus, and that is not a channel. It is a service.
Right. It's a
What is-
streaming
what's your
service.
distinction?
Like Netflix is not a channel. It's
I
not
don't
like
think-
you just turn your TV on and change the channel. Do you
like-
think everything's a channel?
He
Yes, I
does.
do.
He thinks everything's a channel and all news delivered by Newswire. That's
So
what-
Netflix is like Comcast, basically, right? Is that?
And both of
It's
the
a
main
streaming service,
both
sure.
the main TVs in my house don't work now. So.
What happened?
I don't know. They sent me a box. They can't send anybody over because of COVID. Blah blah blah. So now I've got to become an engineer. So that's the problem.
Will he help him?
I'll
Will he,
try to figure it out.
Oh, I've already had Sam try to figure it out.
Oh, then I can't do anything. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry. Let's go to the sports desk. Once again, it's the Crazy Cock Wine Sports Desk featuring Chick McGee.
Get a load of this. The New England Patriots have signed Cam Newton. That's right. Rootin' tootin' Cam Newton.
I heard that Belichick picked him based on his fashion sense.
He's going to replace
Captain. I mean,
just based on the hats. Man, have you seen Cam Newton's hats?
Oh, he likes a fancy
Cam
hat.
is a very fancy dresser, and of course Belichick known for his
Not.
cut-off sweatshirts.
Yes.
I think Cam Newton's hat has his own social platform presence. I'm
Cam
pretty
wears
sure.
hats that Johnny Weir goes, hey, you might want to tone it down. a little
Yeah.
bit."
Calm down, Cam.
Yeah. It's
Wow,
A person with knowledge of the agreement.
that is a rock solid
Johnny
observation.
The one-year deal worth $7.5 million with incentives. Last night, Newton posted on Instagram, I'm dropping content tomorrow. Hope you're ready. Let's go Pats. The 31-year-old Newton, number one overall pick back in 11.
shouldn't it be Pates?
Oh, the Patriots?
Yeah.
Patriots,
Yeah.
Pates.
Instead of the Pats? Yeah, that's true.
There's a bunch of bald guys running around.
By the same logic, instead of Chi-Town, it should be.
Yeah,
well, never mind.
What are you going to do with it?
Depending on where you live.
What are you going to do with the Titans? The 31-year-old Newton was the number one pick in 11 from Auburn. He won the national championship of the Heisman. He helped the Panthers reach the playoffs 4 times, including the Super Bowl in 2015. They
We're getting
finished
full bio, huh?
15-1. That's right. He's right-handed. And Newton had surgery to repair a torn rotator cuff. Well, that takes 6 to 7 years to heal.
I think so.
Believe me. But he injured his foot in a brief appearance buying some hats. Buying some hats
And
hurt his foot.
to seal the deal with the Pats, of course, you have to do the full mouth kiss.
Oh, that's
with Belichick.
That's right.
Tom Brady.
Which Brady was very at home with, yeah.
That took a weird. The Patriots have been fined $1.1 million by the NFL for inappropriately filming the Cincinnati Bengals sideline during a game last season. That's
Last season,
right.
they
They
wanted-
haven't learned anything. Yesterday, the league also took away a third-round pick in the 21 draft, and the team's production crew will not be allowed to shoot any games in the 2020 season. ESPN first reported the penalties. NFL spokesman Michael Signora. Hey, girl, you're a girl. Confirmed the.
Hey, make up your mind.
Discipline.
You senora. I don't care.
I was thinking shake.
The filming occurred at the Bengals game at Cleveland on December 8 of last season. The Bengals hosted the Patriots the following week and won 34-13.
Isn't this like the old Watergate story? Nixon's ahead by 80 points in the polls, and someone decides they have to break into Democratic headquarters. The Patriots really need more film on the Bengals?
Yeah, are they more embarrassed they got caught cheating or that they were filming the Bengals? Man.
They're saying that when the taping became known, the team said at the time a 3-person crew producing a web series titled Do Your Job, which is Coach Belichick's mantra, inappropriately filmed the field from the press box as part of a feature on the scouting department. At the time, Coach Belichick says neither he nor his coaching staff had watched any of the video footage. So the footage was all it was filmed, but no one watched.
They're saying it was an ancillary project type thing.
B-roll, I guess.
Why didn't they notify people ahead of time? Like, hey, we're going to do this.
Who knows?
Because they're lying.
They get in trouble for different kinds of cheating every year.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Well,
didn't they deflate footballs?
I'm not going to bring it up.
You're not?
You were waiting for me. You were waiting for me to bring it up.
Boy, oh boy. Dustin Johnson won the Travelers Championship. I'm traveling. Yes, indeed, I'm traveling. Yesterday to end a long drought and extend his career-long season victory streak to 13. Johnson closed with a 3-under-67 for a one-stroke victory over Kevin Streelman. Streelman, get in here. And round 2 of Pocono went to Denny Hamlin. Hamlin seized the spotlight specific. He won in victory lane. Pocono had to set up lights after the race ended in the dark. Hamlin beat Kevin Harvick on Sunday night to win the second cup of the weekend at Pocono and flipped the result of the first race. Not doing that right now. The fans won't be allowed to attend San Francisco Giants games this season at Oracle Park, but the team will display photo cutouts of season ticket holders in the stands.
How about that?
That's cool.
The Giants told NBC that they will have a fan cutout program and allow the season ticket holders to submit images of themselves.
That's a great idea.
The team also will
I'm sure they would prefer this over refunds, sure.
Yeah. So they're paying season ticket prices to have a picture of them at the game. That seems totally reasonable.
I assume that these tickets will count toward next season.
Wait a minute.
I have no idea.
And if you'd like to have your picture in the stands, it only costs $100. And you don't have to be a season ticket.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. So for non-season ticket holders, it's $100.
You could pay $100 to have your picture.
The team also will allow non-season ticket holders to send photos that will be placed in the stand.
You could also take a picture of your car and send them $30, and they'll put a picture of your car in one of the parking lots.
That's hilarious. Man, that's funny.
That seems a little steep.
Yeah.
$100?
Yeah.
I think it's for the rest of the season, though. Or is it for a specific game? What do you think? Probably just one game.
Do they rotate your seats, or is it, I want some camera time?
Right. If you're going to pay $100, you want that photo of...
Probably a little extra to be behind home plate, I would think.
This whole thing is just getting so sad.
I imagine that not enough people are going to send in $100 to have the pictures in the stand, so they're just going to have to get all the cardboard cutouts from movies that didn't end up coming out this summer. So like Pete Davidson from King of Staten Island is going to be in there.
James Bond.
They'll get all the race car drivers holding the beers in the liquor stores.
That's funny.
Yeah, we, by the way, are you? Let me ask you, Jessica. Are you aware of what's happening with the photographs of us and the? Is this top secret? Never mind. Move on.
What?
Okay. Are we going to be in a
we have a top secret project in motion. I thought you were behind that. No, okay.
Good job. And this could be one of my favorite sports stories ever. Sort of.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Ready? From Bossier City, Louisiana.
Bossier.
whatever. A man.
Bossier sounds like
Bossier.
Who's in charge? Oh, the Bossier.
A man that was caught on video. I'll start again. A man caught on video swimming in the indoor aquarium at Bass Pro Shop.
I saw this guy. What a prick.
Guy has now been identified, and I just let him go. He was arrested by police. Come on.
No, this costs them so much money to have to drain this thing, and then they have to fill it. Yes.
The video's brilliant, though.
You're on the aquarium side.
My favorite part of the video is you see him running off in his wet clothes. And you just hear...
So I assume the guy was drunk, I'm guessing.
No, he did it for a social
26-year-old Kevin Wise.
You mean he wasn't loaded to the gills?
Check.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's
on a scale.
Wow. You're just trying to make me ill, aren't you? You're trying to send me back to the hospital.
You know, you love that joke.
Look at him. Look how... Oh, man.
You're having a great morning.
I like Pat's joke on a scale of 1 to 10. How drunk was this
punch.
Yeah, scale, gills. Yeah,
bunch
they're
of
all
bad.
parts of fish. Anyway, Kevin Wise of Slidell is charged with simple criminal damage to property. It's a misdemeanor. There you go.
He also kicks a fish. You can see as he's swimming, he hits one of the fish. I wish a gar would have bit his nuts.
Yeah. Crocodile gar.
What kind of a monster kicks a fish?
You know why I'm mad about this?
Go.
Because every year my brothers and I talk about which one of us is going to jump into the Bass Pro Tank.
He beat you to it.
We have had the willpower not to do it.
And now it's going to seem like you're copying.
Well, no, it's not. No. Well, what I'm saying is we've shown restraint. And we want this guy to be as good as we are.
But I think that if this became a thing, it would be a very big problem.
Oh, it is a problem, yeah.
So they have to...
The Bass Pro Aquarium Challenge.
Yeah, some other jackass will do that. Then Then some poor... what's the word I'm looking for? Not that one. Some jackass will drown, and then they'll get sued. Well, clearly, as you can see, he couldn't get out.
Closure.
But they do have to empty that thing, and it's going to cost them thousands.
They have to empty the whole thing.
Yep, clean it.
Why?
We don't know what that guy has. He could have peed while he was in there.
So what? You never peed in a river?
No, it's
you've done worse.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. Hold on.
You're a guy who drops a goose in the lake.
Aren't you the guy that told me you were in a boat with your brothers? You had to get in the water and you deuced in some lake, and then the turd floated by like a little steamship.
You may have added some details there, but. No one's there to view it. It's all under. It's not in an aquarium for people.
I'm sorry.
If a man poops in the
you began this with the.
By the way, the fish can flee.
Your premise was that if the guy peed in the aquarium, it was going to kill all the fish.
No. It's just they have to clean it out.
Well, you don't think
the filters won't take care of that?
My urine's good enough for a fish to drink? I think it is. So what?
So let me get this straight. So there's 4 of you guys in this vessel.
There was a time where we were in one boat, yeah.
Vessel.
Now, how big are your brothers?
They're not as heavy as I am, no. We're all tall.
But you're on a small boat.
Yeah.
And you're able to jump into the water without knocking the boat over? Did you climb down? Did you have one of those boat ladders, or did you just
No, we went
able to jump in the boat without knocking the boat over.
Yeah, I heard that.
Is what he said.
How do you even get back in the boat?
We go to a shallower area, and I just kind of hop out.
Oh, so okay.
So I could stand where I was.
Wait a minute. How do you and Kennedy's get out of the Chris Craft? How does that happen? You get out of the boat?
It depends where you are. I mean, if you're in water more than several feet deep,
because we're fishing in coves and stuff.
You can jump in, but then to get back in the boat, it's pretty tricky. The weight, you've got to make sure that you're.
You and Jackie scuba dive, didn't you? Go ahead. Tell me. It's all right.
So you're like in 3 feet of water, and then do you just crouch, or do you just swim away from the boat?
I'm at least like the water's over my belly button, but that's about it. So yeah, and as it was happening, I was sort of wading away.
Were your brothers mocking you the whole time?
Oh, taking photos, yelling at me. They were mad. No, I mean, yeah. It was. It's not a moment I'm proud of. And hopefully it doesn't happen this week. I'm going this weekend. Hopefully it will not happen this weekend.
You go where are you going? What lake?
Lake of the Ozarks.
Okay. It has to happen this weekend.
Okay, well.
Hey, I got some money I want you to launder if you're going to the Ozarks.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I know a guy.
Appreciate that.
Okay, good. Well, that'll be fun. Are all your brothers going with you?
Yes, yeah, but this is also a nieces and nephews and sisters-in-law.
Oh, you're bringing the Yokos.
Bring in the Yokos.
Wow. Pat, it's not enough Pat ruins his own relationship. He's branching out now.
This isn't the hardcore fishing weekend. This is more of a fun family type thing.
Okay, so you're going to have more than one boat then?
No, only the one boat this weekend. We don't need two.
But it's a bigger boat, right?
No.
No, it's the same boat?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Just
so
two
how
fishing, fishing boats.
Once again, how are you going to get in it without
Not all
knocking
four
it
of us.
over?
Wait a minute. Hey, whoa. Is this the famous boat that I offered to have the name painted on the boat?
Yes, the Bass to Mouth.
The Bass to Mouth.
The Bass to Mouth will not be making it to the Ozarks this weekend. That's my brother John's boat.
But I offered to have a nice paint job saying Bass to Mouth on the boat, and
he was all for it.
Okay, but
his wife said, "Hey,
rough.
I don't approve, nor will your daughters who are learning to read."
Okay, that's a point well taken and accepted.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so what if anybody's named their boat Bass to Mouth since we came up with that?
I'm sure.
I think somebody sent me some photos. Yeah,
it's classic.
Yeah, it is great.
Okay, well, when we come back, more sports?
World record, yep.
Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay tuned. Who knows who will be next on the Bob and Tom?
Now, I know we're gonna try to do the big orchestrated version of Fred at some point.
Are we?
And we doing that now? Okay, so we're getting the.
Are we ready?
The official.
Y'all just tell me. I'll go.
We got the official Fred. Are the Fred singers out there at this point? We have to get some singers out here for this one. This is a song. This is actually the first experience that Rodney had with the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra, and we brought Rodney in and did a recording of this song, which ended up being what the deal that got Rodney his record.
I
record
guess.
deal.
I can remember the first time I did the show, and I did like 2 hours of this, and of everything I knew. And then I remember you asking me, well, you got anything else? And then I said, I got this stupid Fred song. And then that was the thing that kind of stuck. And out of all the things, and if I don't sing it, by God, I hear about it too at the shows. You son of a bitch, I drove 400 miles. Here you sing the Fred song. Looks like you're going to be doing it a cappella in my pickup truck.
How many of the Fred singers do we have out there? Do we just have Wendy? Because
we have no idea where the Fred singers are. Well, there's one.
Okay. I'm not sure there is any.
Okay, well, I know I can sing part of the Fred song. I can do it from right in here.
Okay.
Sure. Fred. Got it?
Fred. Very good.
We can all sing. I think we all know this one, so everybody sing their Fred part.
He once shot a man just for snoring. Got out of bed and he shot him dead. Well, his name was, I didn't know what his name was, so we just called him Fred. He was riding across the desert on a horse to another town, looking for a woman in a nightgown. The horse's name was, I didn't know what his name was, so we just called him Fred. Oh, now Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred. Ha! Well, he got to a town, he met a woman in a nightgown. She was wearing a brown belly brand. Well, her name was, I didn't know what her name was. I got you, didn't I, boys? Listen, let's stop for a second. I didn't know what her. You guys want to try that again? I didn't know what her name was. So.
It's like Haywood meets Rodney.
I think I waited a little too long to come in on the end there. All right, hold on. Well, we got.
Know what her name was.
I didn't know what her name was, so we just called her Fred. There we go. Oh, now Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred. That song was written under the influence of alcohol and a few other things I can't tell you about on the radio. Had you been drinking alcohol at the time of hearing the Fred song, you'd be, well, I should start by saying that alcohol has a tendency to make you think things are actually funnier than what they really are. Had you been drinking alcohol at the time of hearing this Fred song, you'd be laying on the floor right now laughing your ass off. Saying the same thing I'm saying. Why the hell's he singing the Fred song?
Fred! Okay, do the Freddy.
Boy, that was just in pieces.
There we go. It's on the air. Calm down, all right?
Okay. Here we go.
This is Dial a Pope.
Dial a Pope, yep.
Hey, have you seen that Brooke Shields that she wanted?
Wait a minute.
You dial a hope.
Hang up. Let's dial it again. Come on.
I got the line 2 going here.
Go.
This should be it.
Hello, is Jim there?
Jim?
Oh, wait, did you guys call me?
Yes.
Who is
this? Is this the Pope?
This is Dwayne.
Oh, this must be Dial a Dope.
You're being charged $1.45. Take Visa and Mastercard.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Thank you.
Let me try it again.
Gosh, one more time.
Give
Here.
me.
You hit the right number, please.
Why don't you do anything right?
I want. This is it.
Hello?
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 Is this Dial a Pope?
No, this is Dial a Man eating a cantaloupe. Don't hang up. I don't give many calls.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie Titanic.
Oh. Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
Hey, guys, it's Eli.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
Hey, Eli.
You nailed it, Petey. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking.
5 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Sitting in for Christy Lee, it's Jessica Alsman with a quick forecast.
Q95 CarX weather forecast from Fox 59. We have a 40% chance of thunderstorms today. It's muggy with a high of 86. Tonight, a low of 69. Currently, it's 70 degrees.
Thank you very much, Jessica. Now, we're going to get back to the action on Q95. Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Our engineer is Ace Cosby, of course, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. Chick McGee's over there. That's Josh. In the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, sitting in for Christy Lee, it's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
In the purple. Hey, Jessica, how are you?
This is pink, I think. But I'll take purple. That's fine.
Not pink.
It's very pink.
Yeah, it's pink. No, it's lavender, if anything.
Agree to disagree. It's great to be here.
You know what color lavender is? Are we going to get caught up in this? That's pink.
If it were pink, I would have called you Jackie.
It's right.
Okay, now,
purple is purple and pink is pink. That's
Why do we
pink.
care what color her damn sweater is?
Thank you, Willie.
It's also not a sweater. It's a short sleeve blouse.
I'm sorry, I can't really see. My bad.
Griswold boys.
Do you argue like this with your boyfriend?
I think I make great points at home. I don't know if it's arguing.
Okay, well, we can get him on the phone. There's Willie over there. There's Pat Godwin. We got a song I want you to play for Jessica. How about that?
Okay.
Welcome back to the program. Let's see now.
Josh Arnold's here, too.
Yeah, you kind
got
of
so
ran out
caught
of
up.
gas.
I was trying to remember.
You ran out of gas.
Who I'd forgotten.
That's a great line. I was trying to remember who I forgot.
Once again, Tom doesn't do well thinking and talking at the same time.
I've told you that.
So that's
Pat,
why
write that down. It's a country song.
I love
it's
that.
a hit.
I was trying to remember who I forgot.
I'm trying to remember
Radio
what I forgot.
what I forgot.
Sad news in sports this morning.
We're going to get to that now?
Yep, Washington Redskins assistant coach Joe Bugle has passed away.
Oh.
Root him out. Root him out. Root 'em out Hogs. That's right. He was 80 and the architect behind the Washington Redskins' dominant Hogs offensive line.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Of the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll use a bugle to play taps.
In addition to his...
Yeah, thoughts on that?
That's hurtful. 2 stints as an assistant coach with Washington, both times with Coach Gibbs.
When do you get your new stint?
He was also a head coach July 29th, actually. He head coached the Cardinals and the Raiders, and an assistant coach with the Chargers. So
How about that?
You've seen these pictures of what they're going to do at the San Francisco Giants games with these cardboard...
Talking about the NFL, that's fine. We'll do anything you want.
Did you also know the song Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy was written for him?
No kidding.
Yeah,
When he was a child.
That's exactly right. He was a young man. Yeah.
And he was in company
C.
B.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, I don't have it memorized.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from
The
Company
amazing,
B.
the unbelievable are Tom Griswold.
I'm not thinking. I'm doing this. Thank you. Okay. We had this story about the San Francisco Giants baseball team. You can send them your picture for $99, and they'll put it on a big cardboard cutout. And
Let's call it $100. And season ticket holders get their pictures up for free.
Well,
of course, they're banned from the games, but
yeah.
I hope they do it really accurately, and they have the season ticket holders, like a picture of a guy staring at his phone and I'm bored to death.
I imagine people are going to have fun and send in kind of silly ones.
And I wonder if they'll print them. I wonder if they would print one with a guy staring at his phone.
Oh, I bet not.
Yeah, I would think they would not. That would be somewhat.
Or out in the
too close to
driveway
reality.
working on his car the way he listens to the ball game, right?
Just a woman in a ball gown and a man in a suit and a top hat.
Now, if they're cardboard, will they have to remove them when the games are over?
Oh, they'd have to, right?
Because otherwise it would rain and
yeah, cardboard get wet. That's a good worry, Tom.
Hey, the fans are starting to run. Can't appreciate a joke over there.
I've got a feeling the phone's going to ring.
What makes you think that?
Because the light went off.
It's not just any phone. That's the track phone. That's the track phone hotline.
No? Okay.
And I don't know.
I was wrong.
Why
Now it's my turn to be wrong.
It's
Hey,
going to ring.
stupid.
Before we get to this record, I wanted to talk to Jessica about something. There is a new candle that is out from Gwyneth Paltrow. You know the actress Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
You know what she has this sales outfit called
Goop.
Goop
Outfit.
Right. And
She's not in the Old West. It's a company.
They sell various things, oddities, I guess you might say. A lot of tree-hugging stuff.
She's a hero to females everywhere.
Right.
They like to experiment and find natural ways.
So she has
to...
a candle out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You might have heard about it. It was called, remember what it was called?
Wasn't it her vagina?
The candle was actually called It Smells Like My Vagina.
There were two.
Yeah,
smells like her, and then it's the
the new one is called It Smells Like My Orgasm.
Which wouldn't that be the same smell? I guess.
Well,
more satisfying.
One might be more damp.
Yes, yeah.
This candle.
If I know my biology,
right.
But this is a real thing. It harkens back to the days of the famous shampoo. Gee, your hair smells terrific. Do you ever hear about that?
I never did.
That was a genuine product. They advertised the hell out of it. I don't think it really took off, especially when they went into the feminine hygiene era. That was really inappropriate.
Yeah. Gee, you're...
Yeah.
But FDS was enough.
Yeah. But now, Pat, you have a song about the candle?
A little Sir Elton John for you. Goodbye, Gwyneth P. We liked you in Shakespeare in Love. Now you've managed to ruin the beauty we were so fond of. Because you started Goop, you stupid phony magazine. You sell a candle with the aroma of coochie steam. But it smells to me like a sardine-scented candle of breaking wind. Look up in the sky and see the seagulls circling. You know, I even bought one, and there it sits. Your candle burned out days ago and still smells like Brad pit.
I forgot they dated.
Thank you very much, Pat.
You're all welcome.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. We were in the middle of sports, and Oh, wait a minute. You're right, Chick. It's the track phone hotline.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Torma.
Kenny, how are you?
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm at ATL. Just got in from ORV through MCO. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, do you have a mask on?
Wearing your mask,
yeah,
buddy?
I got my mask on, so I probably need to speak up and talk a little louder.
Yeah, talk louder.
We can hear you.
Well, I said I probably need to speak up and talk a little louder.
Yeah.
So get this, no drinks in first class. Now, I told Tomek, I says, if this is the new normal, my next flight's going to be from ATL to BYOB.
Good one.
I'm sorry, I got a phone call. Just a sec. Get Tomek. Hey, shouldn't we just landed? No, ATL. No, I know it's tough to hear. I've got on the mask and a face shield. I got to go from Bravo 4 to Foxtrot 12 dressed like a beekeeper. I said a beekeeper. I'm going to tighten the mask. The guy next to me might have the COVID. His face is beat red, and he's pushing those earbuds in like he wants to meet in the middle. Are you not wearing your mask, Mike? No, I've got the company's logo and Twitter handle on mine. That's why you're in sales and I'm in solutions. I'm going to act like this didn't happen. Bob and Tom, I got to take this. Just going to get my breath. I got to get a clay for Phoenix. We just landed.
I love Kenny.
Thank you, Kenny. Apparently, he's got his mask on there in the airport.
Yeah. Right.
Good to know. Give us the teaser when we come back in sports.
World record coming up by guess who?
No kidding.
Yep, him again.
Okay.
No need to rush back.
We have radioactivity in Europe.
Oh.
We have a guy.
That doesn't sound good.
Trying to steal an airplane. There's marijuana involved, perhaps.
Can you siphon an airplane like you can a car?
Absolutely.
Suck the jet fuel through a hose?
I probably wouldn't
recommend
that.
If you're tired of having a tongue.
Another good country song. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7. It seems like I was just on vacation. That's because I was. So now I'm back and better than ever. Well refreshed, batteries recharged, ready to go on a Monday. June 29th, 2020, the end of June wrapping up. It's July 4th holiday week. Hope you have great plans for the upcoming weekend as well. We will be here all week long, Monday through Thursday, with one of the shows coming up on Friday leading into the holiday. We'll let you know about that coming up. But first, more of this on Bob and Tom 24/7. Hi, Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom news update from the Navy Federal Credit Union Newsdesk. The world has surpassed two sobering coronavirus milestones, 500,000 confirmed deaths, 10 million confirmed cases, and hit another high mark for daily new infections as governments that attempted reopenings continue to backtrack and warn worse news could be yet to come. Texas Governor Greg Abbott warned COVID-19 has, quote, taken a very swift and very dangerous turn in the state of Texas over the past few weeks. California Governor Gavin Newsom rolled back reopenings of bars in 7 counties, including Los Angeles. He ordered them to close immediately and urged 8 other counties to issue local health orders mandating the same. Authorities in southwestern China's Sichuan province say at least 12 people have died. 10 are missing following heavy rains, adding to a growing toll from summer flooding across the country. More than 7,000 people evacuated in part of Sichuan's Mianing County, where flooding was particularly bad. The area lies on a plain at the foot of steep hills that eventually rise to the Tibetan Plateau. A ferry carrying about 100 passengers has capsized in the Bangladeshi River. At least 23 bodies have been recovered. Rescuers continuing their search. It wasn't clear how many people swam to safety or are still missing. The ferry capsized in the Burganga River in the capital after being hit by another ferry. That's a quick look at your news update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Corn, 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 corn. Everywhere there's lots of boring corn. Driving all day through green corn walls. I'm going insane. Who is gonna eat it all? Corn, 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 corn. Give me a shotgun, please. Millions of ears as far as you can see, but no one will hear me scream. Without corn, there'd be no corn dogs for lunch. There'd be no corn puffs or chips or flakes, and no Captain Crunch, but I don't care. Corn is way too strange. Why do we eat it anyway? It goes right through unchanged. Gross! Corn, 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 corn. It gives scarecrows a place to work, but it gets stuck between your teeth. No wonder the children of the corn all went berserk. Corn, 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 corn. Rushing by and getting hypnotized. If it makes me fall asleep and drive right off the road, I hope I kill a lot of frickin' corn.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Also with us in the studio, Matt Fulcheron. Let's see, we know Matt, skateboarder. I don't know anything about you. Married or single?
Oh, I'm really single, man.
Okay.
Well, if your listeners read People Magazine, they probably already know that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Are you in People Magazine?
No, it's a hilarious joke. I'm a comedian. I actually, you guys get it? You get the joke?
I do now.
Good. You might have heard a dial tone. That first joke was off the hook.
That's all right.
You get that one? You get that one? That's the
There we
second
go.
joke.
There we
All right,
go.
now we're starting to get a feel for my style.
Now we know what's happening.
Do you write these jokes
I'm
down?
feeling you.
No,
need to.
Well, actually, I do write all these jokes on deposit slips because they're money in the bank.
Oh!
Am I right, Chick? Am I right? Go Skins. Go Skins. This is what the show's going to be like tonight.
Wow.
Look out.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker, man. I just wanted to let you guys know about my new part-time job. Hell, I'm giving commencement speeches to graduate.
Ash Palace, that's a good move. 7 o'clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Well, we have a forecast from that isn't Christy Lee. That's Jessica Alsman. Hi, Jessica.
Hey, Q95 CarX weather forecast from Fox 59. We have a 40% chance of thunderstorms today. It's going to be muggy with a high of 86. A low of 69 tonight. Coming up tomorrow, 60% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 86. Currently at 70 degrees.
Been trying to teach my dog a few things and my smart speaker. Sit. No, not you, Alexa.
You're doing great.
Alexa, play Q95 on iHeartRadio, would you please? Alexa, please turn on the Bob and Tom Show right now. Thank you very much.
That's well done, Tom.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You can teach your radio to be you can teach your smart speaker to be a radio. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think you can teach your radio to be a smart speaker.
No, your radio will just sit there and look at you. It won't.
Not yet. I mean, pretty soon we do have cars. Some of these cars take oral commands.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Does yours do that?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Does yours do that? Check.
I think somebody on our staff has to blow into their car to get it to start. Mine takes oral commands.
I know there's certain luxury models that were achieved because the never mind. So tell your smart speaker to play Q95 if you don't mind, please. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see. Here we are in the big room with Ace, Chick, and Josh. Josh Arnold, by the way, sitting in the orange and black OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair because he is indeed the sidekick.
Indeed.
This is Tom speaking. Ace, of course, is going to have the Ace Cosby joke of the day momentarily. Pat Godwin's in a different part of the building. Hey, Pat.
Hi.
Like the white shirt, brand new?
A week old, yeah.
Looking good, man.
Thank
Fresh.
you. Can't get teased in a white shirt.
No, you can't. Unless we pour water on you.
Can we be honest? You look like a waiter, Pat. You look like a waiter.
You can't be teased in a white shirt.
What about the sexy way you got her button? I like that.
Can we get more breadsticks?
More pepper?
Oh, man, I want a bow tie untied on you.
When you play weddings, do you take requests or is it a strict playlist?
I'm not allowed to play at weddings. Every wedding that I've played
That's
at, they've
Willie,
been
by the way,
divorced.
back there. And Jessica Alsman sitting in for Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union
Hello.
newsroom. Yeah, but you have a bad track record playing weddings.
Oh, God.
Yeah, everybody got divorced.
Every wedding you've ever done.
All 18 of them, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well.
My song Lighthouse, yeah. Everybody divorced.
Okay. Now, you look like the pit boss on a gambling boat.
Yeah, and you're over your limits.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, we were at the sports desk. What did I miss?
Stupid world record.
That's right. David Rush.
Yeah, David.
David
Keep it up,
Rush.
pal.
Rush Dog. He set the Guinness World Record for taking the most wet sponge hits to the face in a minute.
All right, this is a video I'd watch.
I love this.
Rush and his friend, Hollywood Hannon, decided to take on the 1-minute record after previously breaking the 30-second record.
Wet sponges to the face.
Mr. Rush writes, the previous mark was 76 wet sponge hits in 1 minute from 3 meters away. Hannon threw about 106 sponges, and he's an ambidextrous thrower.
Okay.
So that can then, the throws off.
That means he can throw sponges underwater and on land.
That's right.
As you might imagine, Hannon is the one setting the record here. Rush is just standing there. He can throw with both hands with amazing speed. I was able to get my face in front of 92 of them to smash the previous record of 76. He had 92 at 50 seconds. He was complaining that an entire 10 seconds were left because Hannon's arms got too tired from hurling the sponges at Rush.
He really was the one doing all the work.
Yeah.
No, but see, he's got
Rush
Mr. Rush has to dodge and parry. And
I was able to get my face in front of 92.
Dodge, parry, thrust.
Next time, freeze them.
Yeah, let's see what kind of record that is.
That's a good idea.
Careful, Smithers. Those sponges have corners, you know.
Sponges, eh?
How about pies next time?
Yes.
I've always wanted to get a pie in the face. I
Have
think
you?
that's
we can make that happen.
I did many of those for a TV commercial.
like whipped cream in a pan, not a real pie.
No,
Real
I would
pie
think
bean.
whipped cream in a pan
Eventually, it
would
gets in
hurt.
your eyes.
Yeah.
It's rough.
A pie would be heavy, right? It has some heft.
And you don't do shaving cream, right? Because that really stings.
I'll hit you with a pie.
Mentholated.
How about a hot chicken pot pie fresh out of the oven, huh?
That might not
Right
be
in the
bad.
face?
Yeah.
Tasty. It was burned the
That's good stuff.
Jesus out of yourself. David Rush has a book out there.
What?
Yes, he does.
It's called Unreadable.
It's about all of us.
Just leave this on the coffee
It's
table.
called 21 Lessons from 21 World Record Attempts. Breaking Records is the name of the
It's
book.
called Self-Publishing is a Blessing and a Curse.
It's
a lot of typos.
You wanted Amazon, you got it.
Is that
Okay.
sports?
Yeah. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Jessica Alsman sitting in for Christy Lee. What do you got over there?
Scientists have successfully used human cells featuring Neanderthal DNA to grow tissue in the lab.
You go with tall, huh?
I was
That's
told
correct.
to.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
For years that we'd always said Neanderthal man, but apparently
Right.
it's,
Just because it's correct doesn't
mean
make it
it's-
right.
yeah.
No, I
I'm with
agree.
Chick
Yeah.
on this one.
Right.
it says right there in the pronouncer.
No, exactly. I just thought it was
Neanderthal man.
Right.
You know how they pronounced it?
But they still spelled it the same. Isn't that what's weird?
Yeah, that's the weird thing, yeah.
The cool part is they knew what they were saying. That's right. They knew.
Neanderthal.
No, you're fine, Jeff.
Neanderthals are our closest extinct human relative. Researchers say the work will help to understand the effects of Neanderthal DNA on later human development. The study was published in the journal Stem Cell Reports.
So, are they going to be mixing the Neanderthal genes with humans and create some special people?
Wouldn't that be a step backwards?
I guess some pretty cool looking bouncers.
You ever see
Giant heads.
I'm not going to that place. Have you seen that guy?
You ever see Caveman with the fabulous Ringo Starr?
Oh, I've missed it.
His acting chops, boy, oh boy, he was something.
Yeah. We're not descended from Neanderthal man, though, right? It's a different branch that died off. Is that correct?
We carry some of their genes, though, right? Because I think I did one of those DNA tests.
He didn't wear pants.
And it's like you have so many, variants of a Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah, okay. So, but they're not going to be, I assume there'd be some ethical considerations.
Yes.
Creating some kind of semi-human species.
I would hope somebody would think twice.
This is a lovely way to start the next mutant movie, yeah.
Okay, the Gronk gene has been put into this guy. Now, we're doing some requests this morning, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Let's start off with a little bit of Mr. Obvious.
Heidi-ho, welcome once again to the Mr. Obvious Show. I'm, of course, your affable host, Mr. Obvious. Shall we take a call? Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
It is, caller, but I'm having kind of a hard time hearing you.
Oh, man, this is so great talking to you, Mr. Obvious. I'm a long-time listener and a first-time caller.
Well, I'm certainly glad you called. Not to belabor the point, caller, but it is difficult to hear you. Can you speak up?
Yeah, Mr. Obvious. I was saying I'm a long-time listener and a first-time caller. Let me get over here across the street where it might be safer.
Get across the street. What's going on, caller?
Okay, I can speak up a little bit. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that is, I can indeed. That's much better. Now, what's going on, caller?
Oh, man, Mr. Obvious, I had to cross the street to get away from the bank.
The bank. Okay, now what's wrong with the bank, caller?
Well, Mr. Obvious, I think it's being robbed.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, my land. Well, did you call 911, caller? My goodness.
Well, no, I wasn't sure if I should call the police or if I should confront the robbers.
No, don't confront them. Of course you shouldn't confront them. They could be armed, caller.
Armed? You think so, Mr. Obvious?
Well, do I think they could be armed? Of course they could. That's what robbers do. They carry around guns or knives or bombs, and they rob people.
Yikes. I'm sure glad I didn't confront them then.
Yeah. Is the robber still in there?
Robbers, Mr. Obvious. There's more than one. There's a whole bunch of them.
Goodness, more than one. Well, how many, caller?
Oh, gosh. I saw at least 4 or 5 of them.
Okay. Would you be able to identify them to the police?
I'm not so sure about that, Mr. Obvious. They're all wearing masks.
Masks? You mean like pantyhose masks?
That's a good one, Mr. Obvious. That's funny.
No, I'm not being funny. Robbers often wear pantyhose over their heads to disguise their features.
Huh? I'll be darned.
Yeah.
No, these fellas weren't wearing pantyhose. They were wearing those masks like you might see a doctor wear. And the robbers, most of them were also wearing gloves. I assume keep from leaving fingerprints everywhere.
Masks and gloves, caller?
Yep. Oh, another thing. This might help. They all seem like they were spaced about 6 feet apart from each other. The gang.
Oh, my land, caller. Those people are not robbing the bank.
And not robbing the... How do you know?
Caller, they're protecting themselves from the coronavirus by covering their noses and mouths and wearing gloves.
You don't say.
And as a matter of fact, you should be doing the same, caller.
Me? I'm not going to be going in the bank, Mr. Obvious.
No, it's not just the bank where you need the protection. You should practice being safe at the post office, the grocery store, wherever you might come in contact with people. You should be wearing a mask and gloves.
A mask and gloves? Well, I never made a connection.
Don't you watch the news, caller? How could you not know?
Oh, gosh, no, I haven't seen the news for a while, Mr. O. I've been binge watching that Tiger King show ever since my boss told me not to come into work.
Oh, well, like a lot of people, you must be working from home.
No, he fired me. Called incompetence. Which I don't get. I hardly ever took bathroom breaks or anything.
Okay, caller, it pains me, but we're going to have to go right now.
Oh, okay. Mr. Obvious?
Yes, caller.
You're a lifesaver.
Well, it sounds like you took my advice and put on your mask. I'm proud of you, caller, for taking heed during these unusual and trying times.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Mr. Obvious. I didn't have a mask with me, but luckily this fella in front of me at the store sneezed into his handkerchief and dropped it on the ground.
Goodbye, caller. Until next time, this is Mr. Obvious saying so long
Thank you very much, Mr. O. By request, you can reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We would love to hear from you. Coming up, a little bit of Donnie Baker. We have Bears in the news. I'm very excited. Coming up, we have a really good story about Chef Boyardee.
Oh.
And the real chef, Hector Boyardee.
You used to have dinner at his house, right?
Actually, but I mean our neighbor. The great Hector Boyardee in the news with a great story.
You know, they don't call them SpaghettiOs in England. They're hoops.
Spaghetti hoops?
Spaghetti hoops.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting. I wonder why they did that.
I don't know.
But we'll find out about, and Josh and I do agree that the Chef Boyardee ravioli in the can is just stellar.
You like in the can, huh?
Indeed. Right now, speaking of things in the can, I was doing a segue there.
Oh.
Things that come in a can. Crazy Cock wine.
That's right.
It's the great wine, the canned wine. Tell me about it, Chip.
How would you like to be out on a sunny beach or kayaking the lake or hiking a trail and I want to take my bottle of wine? Stop right there, my friend. Our favorite premium wine, Crazy Cock canned wine, comes in a can.
I'll be at Lake of the Ozarks this weekend,
and you're taking Crazy Cock canned wine.
This may come with me. Yes.
Get your crazy on. Get your Crazy Cock on.
Let's just go with that.
Dry rosé, dry white,
phrase.
dry red blend. And for those who like bubbles, Crazy Cock makes a sparkling white and a sparkling rosé, perfect for those warm summer days. There's the bubbles out on the lake with your brother. It's made by the Gibson Wine Company, who's been making quality wine in California for 80 years. Originally, they designed it for South Carolina college football fans, but since it was so crazy good, they decided to make it available for everybody. Ask your retailer for Crazy Cock canned wine. They're great wines to be enjoyed anywhere you go, convenient and recyclable. Yes, they fit in any cooler or backpack, and they can be taken to the park or the beach. Look for Crazy Cock cans at a market near you. If you can't find it in the store, well, go online and order up, crazycockwine.com, and tell your local retailer, though, the Bob and Tom Show says, stock Crazy Cock canned wine, please. Leave your glass and wine opener at home and get some Crazy Cock wine. That's crazycockwine.com.
It is good wine.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, a little bit of Donnie Baker. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, check out Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Subscribe now. It doesn't cost a thing. And you can be watching Bob and Tom tonight. That's right, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom Show. Tonight, right there on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. You have to subscribe. Again, click the red button. It's free. We have over 100,000 subscribers. Thank you, Bob and Tom Nation, for helping us to get there. And we hope you enjoy Bob and Tom tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom entertainment news update from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Kelly Clarkson says she's going after John Legend for EGOT status now that she's picked up an Emmy. Clarkson won Best Entertainment Talk Show Host for the first season of The Kelly Clarkson Show at the online Daytime Emmys on Friday. Clarkson gave a shout-out during her acceptance speech to people who are helping during the coronavirus pandemic and civil unrest. She says the more helpers she can feature to spread kindness and inspire others, the better everyone will be for it. The Young and the Restless emerged as the big star of this year's Daytime Emmys. The CBS Daytime Drama won for Best Drama and captured 3 other acting trophies at the event Friday night. One of the wins went to Jason Thompson, who plays Billy Abbott on the long-running series. He's the 3rd actor to play the role and win an Emmy. Several of the winners of the awards show spoke out against racial injustice. Ron Jeremy continues to be held on $6 million bail after being charged with raping 3 women and sexually assaulting a 4th. The former porn star actor's attorney asked the judge handling the case to reduce the bail during a hearing past Friday, but the request denied. During the hearing, Jeremy pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. He wore an orange jumpsuit and a face mask, the facial covering, because of the coronavirus outbreak. That's a look at your entertainment news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker, man. You know, for the last few years, I've been trying to sell my boat. And it's been hard enough without people like my neighbor running to the Homeowners Association saying my boat's an eyesore. Well, so's your wife, Mitchell. And now, 2 yards over, Ricky Mooner put his boat on the market for $500 less than mine. I called him up and threatened to sue him right to his face. He was like, for what? I said for boat blocking. You can't have more than one boat for sale on Trailer Grove Trace. It's state law.
That's not true, Donnie.
Shut up, Randy. Only thing you know about the laws, don't ask, don't tell.
He knows them all.
I swear to God, man. It's state law. Oh, and how could they prove it was solicitation of a prostitute when I gave that whore the money in a birthday card? Laws are hard. Hey, do you know if you get a hole-in-one at Putt-Putt, they have to announce your name? It's public record. And at restaurants, if the hostess screws your name up over the loudspeaker, you get a free appetizer.
It's appetizer.
No, it ain't.
He knows them all.
I swear to God, man. It's state law. Man, I probably know more about laws than anybody I know of. Like bars have to turn the lights on for last call. I swear to God they do. And do you know every dentist has to give a free toothbrush for each visit? Except in Rhode Island's where it's floss. Food courts have to pass out free samples, and if it's chicken, it's got to be on a stick. State law. In high school, if your teacher makes a grading mistake in red ink, they can't change it back, even on your permanent record. Oh, and here's another thing. All rock and roll tapes have to have at least one kick-ass guitar solo. Clean it up, Scotty Winkler. That's my best friend Scotty on lead guitar. Todd Boner's on bass. Dusty Privet on drums. Man, the lead singer has to intro the band. I swear to God he does. That's what broke up Journey the first time.
He's read the books. He knows them all.
I swear to God, man. It's state law. Hey, did you know every city has to have at least one radio station do 2 for Tuesday? They have to, and nothing beats a double shot of Whitesnake. And some laws were created because of me, like you can't reuse a pregnancy test. Truth hurts, don't it, Patty? Ferguson, yeah, you. Oh, and you can't leave bird feed on a bug zapper. Think it's a PETA thing.
He's read the books. He knows them all.
I swear to God, man, it's state law. And 1 out of every 4 strippers has to be named after a state, like Phoenix or Savannah.
Those aren't states, Donnie.
Shut up, Randy. What state was you named after? Oklahoma or Massachusetts?
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
From Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. She gave a sign for the bedroom.
19 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. That isn't Christy Lee. It's Jessica Alsman with a quick forecast.
Q95 CarX weather forecast from Fox 59. We have a 40% chance of thunderstorms today. It's going to be muggy, a high of 86. Tonight, a low of 68. Coming up tomorrow, 60% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 86. Currently, it's 72.
Thank you very much, Jessica. Coming up, money for something. What am I talking about? Well, your shot at some serious cash is coming back to Q95. Details. Let's see now. I look around the room. There's Ace, there's Chick, there's
How
Josh.
about ya?
Then this is Tom speaking. Chick, of course, at the crazycockwine.com sports desk, and Josh in the famous orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair.
That's right.
I think we should change it.
Oh.
I think we should make you stand up. And that way you can talk about how the orange insoles are so good for you that you could stand up at work all day.
Yes, we could do that. And I would mean it. but we already bought the chair.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
All right, this is Tom speaking. Just sitting in for Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. It's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
We have a How About You update.
Okay, before we get to that, there's Willie. Willie Griswold over there behind the glass. And what we're now calling, are we calling it the hot house, the greenhouse?
Hot box? The hot house.
The hot.
I am pretty hot. We could call it the hot house.
Oh, he is hot. He's red pepper hot.
Very nice.
Now, are you on the you on the dating apps these days?
Yeah, I am. This is fun.
Anybody swept right lately?
No, it's not a lot of fun with me on the dating apps. No, nothing. Not a lot going on.
Okay.
We'll get
Wouldn't
there.
you like to be a part of this fun little adjunct family we have at the Bob and Tom Show? Wouldn't you like to date Willie? Come on.
And then we have another guy. They don't call him swept left for nothing. It's Bad Godwin.
Not a lot of luck on the dating sites.
And then the crisp white shirts. One of these days, maybe you fellas could go on a double date.
Yeah, that'd be fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want a girl that I like to be around Pat, so he can say that she talks too much and ruin my chances.
I would say something stupid, most likely. Yeah.
Oh, fortunately, there's the track phone hotline.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. Good news, Willie. I got some scraps for you. Update from Party Central. I finally got out this weekend.
Oh, good. Where'd you go?
Hit it and quit it, and she'll never forget it, neither. I went to that Garth Brooks concert they're showing at the drive-in movie theater.
Oh, yeah, that was a big thing. The Garth Brooks did a concert, and they showed it all over the country at drive-in theaters. Very cool.
But, Tom, I met this chick at the coin store and was cashing out, and I think she noticed my Crown Roll bag was loaded for bear, so she starts hitting on me and mentioned she had an extra ticket. Asked if I wanted to go. I said, I'm down. You know, I love Garth. So I told her it's easier than stabbing fish in a barrel. Even her name is hot, Misty Ambers.
Oh, nice.
Wow. You guys know Misty, right?
No.
She used to play in my cousin Lonnie's old band, Meat Sprinkler. Remember? And rumor has it she did backup vocals for the Goo Goo Dolls, but she don't like talking about it. Don't even bring it up, Willie. Don't even bring it up. Lonnie told me she's got the Cookie Monster tattooed right in her crotch. I swear to God.
Nice.
So anyways, you ever notice how chicks who got two first names like her are always smoke shows? Misty Ambers, Christy Lee, or Lita Ford's. But man, going back to the drive-in brought back some memories for me. You know, only this time, you know, no one had to hide in the trunk to get in. And I'll say it like this, they should keep all movie theaters outdoors. State law, because it's so much better than going to an indoor movie theater. Well, because you don't have the glow of some dick's iPhone in my peripherals.
Good point.
You know? Nobody kicking the back of your chair. Not once did I have to listen to someone's little snot-nosed kid start whining or crying about Juji fruits or whatever. You remember back in the 80s, you know, a bunch of drive-ins back then had to switch from regular drive-ins to the ones that started showing pornos.
Yeah.
Like the classics, Debbie Does Dallas or Porky's. Can you imagine being a pilot flying over that? To your left, you see the lakes of the Ozark. And on your right, you'll see, oh, my God, how can I put this delicately? I guess you refer to that as an ATM. Swear to God. And over on screen 2, that appears to be more of a DP. Fasten your seatbelts. Well, anyways, nowadays you can basically get all that filth on your phone, you know? It used to be you'd have to bum right up to the Lions Den or go to public library to see XXX pornos. Oh, crap, I forgot it's heavy trash day and I still need to drag the mattress on a truck and toss that thing. Yeah, Garth Brooks wasn't the only one putting on an encore this weekend. I swear to God. Oh, and spoiler alert, really, that tattoo on her upper thigh ain't the Cookie Monster.
No.
Yeah, turns out it's Willie Nelson with 2 beards. I swear to God. I gotta go.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, thank you very much, Donnie.
And evidently, during the weekend broadcast of the Travelers Championship from Cromwell, Connecticut, one of the broadcasters kept saying, "How about you?" when someone hit a good shot.
Wow.
No kidding.
I was told about this numerous times over the weekend. That's exactly right.
I think somebody owes you some money.
So it wasn't... It was, how about you? Instead of you to man.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it's catching on, Tom, you think?
Could be.
Sweeping the nation.
The Garth Brooks thing was really cool. We've heard of, I know that right now, for example, Bert Kreischer is doing live shows at drive-in theaters. So he's got one coming up, I want to say, in Fort Collins, Colorado. Wednesday, a couple of shows at the Holiday Twin Drive-In there. And he's already done a handful of them. But the Garth thing, they taped a special show, and then they played it simultaneously at a whole bunch of drive-ins all over the country. He couldn't do it live because obviously when it's dark in upstate New York, it's not dark in California yet. So they did a special tape thing. But really cool idea, and I guess it sold out almost everywhere.
All right.
But Pat, you're itching to.
I got something for you.
Oh, okay.
Blame it all on the virus for canceling Billy Ray Cyrus and ruining our county fair. That sure blows. There's no more shows, no live music anywhere. Then Garth Brooks came along, said he'll be singing his songs up and on the drive-in movie screen. Get in the car, pack up the bar. Screw you, COVID-19. Oh, we're watching Garth from parking spaces. We can't kiss with masks on our faces, but that's okay. Got a handy anyway.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I was gone. Garth Brooks replaces. Maybe next Luke Bryan and that band Oasis. Oh, we love Garth. Even from parking spaces.
Wow, really? Like
really countrying it up there.
All right.
Thank you very much. A little tribute to Garth Brooks.
I'm sure he feels tributed.
Cool idea, though. That's great. He's great live.
Yeah, it's a show. Yeah. What an entertainer.
I actually
he fly at some point. He flies, doesn't he? I think he does. He's on cable.
Yeah, he gets up there.
I saw him with about 40 people once.
How cool is that?
At some radio convention, they go, "Hey, yeah, by the way, you might want to go to this auditorium at whatever 4 o'clock. There's something special going on." And I walk in there, and there's nobody in there but a handful of people. And Garth walks out with a guitar and starts playing stuff, playing a bunch of James Taylor songs. It was great, very, very cool. Now, we return to the news desk. We have Jessica Alsman sitting in for Christy Lee. Sorry, Jessica.
No, that's
Hello,
fine.
Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show. It's Larry King. Good morning.
Hey, Larry. Hi, Larry. How are you?
Hey, what the hell is going on anyway? I was just starting to get back in the dating scene a little bit, and all of a sudden, all the bars, massage parlors, and strip clubs are being shut down.
Yeah, a lot of
and
places
now
are
I'm
closing
stuck
them up.
again at home. What the hell? I don't think I can manage another round of self-quarantine on my own. You guys feeling this way? I've been married 12 times. I need a broad in the house. I'm not good when I'm left to my own devices.
Oh.
This is day 61 quarantine. It's not even lunchtime, and I've already made an appointment with Mike Tyson's face tattoo guy, taken a bath in cottage cheese, rushed out into the yard to Heimlich a groundhog. I ordered a flamethrower from Amazon, painted my toenails with roofing tar, Crank called David Hyde Pierce and pulled out 2 of my teeth with a pair of pliers.
Oh, hey.
God, I don't know how many more of these days I can survive.
Relax a little bit.
11 a.m. Instead of canceling my monthly poker game with the Doobie Brothers, we decided to play over the phone. Now, people play chess over the phone and by mail, so how hard could it be? Holy cow. Those dudes had a run of luck like you wouldn't believe. Okay, four aces, 4 kings, royal flush, straight flush. It's almost like they were just making up the best hands they could think of.
Yeah.
God, I lost $20,000, and we were only playing for nickels.
Wow.
I got to try to get even. I'll call Howie Mandel. He's got a roulette wheel set up in his basement, and he lets me bet it by phone.
Oh, nice.
Noon, day 61. Bored out of my mind. Time to see if I can flush an entire spiral cut hand down the toilet. I'll call my neighbor, Din Diesel, and have him stand by with a plunger and a mop. That's what you call bored, gang. I'm Larry King. Good night.
It's a spiral cut ham. Doubt if it'll fit down the toilet.
No, not going to make
it. Take a plunger there, Larry. The man is obviously incredibly bored. Once again, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to return to the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk with Jessica Alsman. Jessica?
A petition is circulating online to replace a statue of Christopher Columbus in Cleveland's Little Italy with a statue of Ettore Hector Boiardi, otherwise known as Chef Boyardee.
How about that?
The petition states Columbus is not someone we should celebrate. If Italian Americans in Cleveland want to celebrate one of their own, they need to look no further than the iconic Hector Boiardi.
And wouldn't they just have to put facial hair on Christopher Columbus, right? And put a kerchief, right?
Yeah, he does have the hat, right?
Chef hat for the famous Chef Boyardee. He was the guy, Chef Hector, they called him.
Wait, so he's Chef Boyardee is a real person?
Yeah, he spelled it He did not spell it Boyardee.
He had to dumb it down for Americans.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It was, I think, Boiardi, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I knew his granddaughter.
Oh, wow.
Is that Cleveland royalty, the Boyardee family?
Listen, the Boyardees and the Griswolds.
Willie snickered a little bit.
No, not to be rude. No, I'm just asking. I think that's a real thing. If he's getting a statue, he must be Cleveland royalty.
Yes, he must.
Well, they're talking about, with all this tearing down the Columbus statues, they're talking about putting up Little Italy's a very real place.
I think it's cool.
Was his granddaughter a great big fat person?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
No, tiny.
Oh. I'd be fat if I were related to Hector.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
what am I saying? I'd be fat.
She was the size of one of your legs.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever?
They can't just take the Columbus statue and add to it. Although,
why not?
They could, yeah.
Well, I think that might create a problem, wouldn't it? Now?
Yeah, no, they're going to take it down. They would take it down.
I think they're going to take the Frisch's Big Boy statue and put a.
No, not the Big Boy. What's the Big Boy ever done
Although
to
it's
you?
not Frisch's in Ohio. I think it's Manners. I think they've got
It's
different.
Frisch's in Ohio. Yeah,
in southern Ohio.
That's a pretty good satirical.
They split Ohio
Onion
up,
article right there. Protesters tearing down a big boy statue
for fat shaming.
Put a rope around his neck and pull it down.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty good.
But Chef Boyardee was a great chef.
Did you ever have dinner at his house with his granddaughter?
I did not.
Was his granddaughter your age?
Did you ever date his granddaughter?
No, but a good friend of mine did.
Oh,
that's how I knew her.
You ever hear any stories about her?
She's a real person. We're not going to talk about her.
Does she have a spaghetti?
You brought her up.
How's her mustache?
Is it rude if I do an in the can joke here?
Go for it.
I think I know where you're going with
Did
that.
he see her spaghetti-o face?
I don't know any of these things.
Okay, all right. She's a real person.
Chef Boyardee was a real person.
Yeah, that's cool.
Chef Hector.
And like Tom, you and I agree, their ravioli better than any I've ever had at a restaurant.
And he was also, like Columbus, he was an explorer. He discovered beefaroni.
He did not invent it. He discovered it.
It was there all along.
Right.
He pulled up somewhere off the Chesapeake Bay.
In fact, you can see the beefaroni dikes outside of, they pump the, isn't that what you call an Eric? Or a derrick? Is that what it is? An oil?
Yeah. You
Answer
didn't
this
say
question.
the word Derek.
Yes. Yes or no?
I hope you meant damned.
Right.
Yeah,
Have you ever taken a can of beefaroni, opened it up, and shoved a spoon in there and went to town?
No, I know people that eat it cold.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I was never eating it cold.
Right out of the can, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to do day hikes, and we would take canned Chef Boyardee ravioli and cook it on a fire.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Lunchtime. Cook it right there in the can. Oh, it's delicious.
Was anyone named Todd on that trip? Or
No, there was no one named
Muffy,
Todd or Muffy.
Muffy, did you bring the Boyardee beefaroni?
First of all, I went to an all-boys camp.
I'll bet you did.
Boy.
Yeah. Taught you what's what, though, right?
Yeah, that was our primary.
You ever have to eat the cracker?
I don't understand that.
It's an urban myth about
Circle with Boyardee. All
the
right.
jerk of circles and the loser eats the cracker. I don't even know where that came from.
Is it who goes first or last?
That's right.
Once again, see, that isn't a real thing.
Right.
Oh, so we can,
Whereas this
okay.
other thing is an actual human being. Okay. Well, give us the teaser. What else have you got?
We've got a bear, we've got ninjas, we've got radioactivity. So much fun.
I have a really obscure request. This is completely dated. I understand that. But it features Willie's voice when he was a little kid.
Oh, weird, fun.
Cool.
And Sam's voice when he was a little kid. So I think, but if this is what I think it is, so let's just give this a listen.
Sam, hey, glad you're here this morning. Thanks for that lock last night. I don't know how you did it, but you said it was a sure thing. Dolphins would cover. Man, that was great. Thanks for the advice.
Not a problem, Chickster. By the way, what's my take?
Well, I thought it was friendly advice at first, but how about $5? You could buy some little Hot Wheels there, or maybe some turtle things or whatever.
Bullshit. $5 ain't gonna cut it, mister. Come across. How much did you have on that game?
C note, I think.
Well, sounds to me like the Samsters in for half a C.
All right. Fine, you little shark. Here.
So, how come you didn't put more money on the game, you little
Between paydays, Sam, I was a little light. I do live paycheck to paycheck.
You should have come to me for some cash. I cleaned up this weekend on that Colts-Packers game. I can't believe my dad took the Packers. What a doofus. He's down 50. But me, I got a brand new bike and 3 new mutual funds.
Be nice, Sam.
Come on, Chickster. I'll buy you a fat free ice cream cone. Does that sound good, little feller?
Well, yeah, sounds real good. I just don't know how to thank you, Sam.
Don't worry, you can reimburse me on payday.
Geez, Sam, you're the best.
Anything for a buddy.
Yeah, buddies.
Brought to you by the American Gambling Council.
That's the first of 2. Now, that one just features Sam.
All right.
The other one will feature little Willie as a kid, the famous Sam and Willie show.
Oh, yeah.
Also, coming up, we have one of Chick's favorite things, a message in a bottle.
God.
And we have radioactivity and marijuana, but not in the same story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Last one. All right. You guys! I'm sailing away, set an open course for the Virgin Sea, 'cause I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try. Oh Lord, I'll try. Everybody, we go, Jimmy. To carry on. Come on, kids, sing with me. Bob and Tom. A gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, folks. Too high. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. We rock it. Come sail away, Jimmy, come sail away. Sail away with me. Going up the chords now. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. La Bamba. Hoy! Yeah.
Let us down.
We're making that up as we go. Interesting ending.
With incentives, Newton was the 2015 NFL MVP. In the NBA, the Los Angeles Clippers have signed free agent Joakim Noah to a new contract for the rest of this season, 3 months after he first signed a 10-day deal with the Clippers. Dustin Johnson won the Travelers Championship on Sunday in Cromwell, Connecticut. And Denny Hamlin held off Kevin Harvick on Sunday night to win the second Cup race of the weekend at Pocono Raceway and flip the result of the opener. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The B-side, the reference is lost.
Yeah, people don't know about 45s anymore.
You know, there was the hit side and the so-called B-side.
Yeah.
There's a number of B-sides that became the hits in the history of music.
That's what I was going to ask.
It's
Were there any
fascinating,
B-sides bigger than the A-sides?
Absolutely. Yeah, Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs. That was the B side.
What was the A side? Do you know?
Mushrooms and peppers.
That was quick there, Josh.
From their food album?
Yeah.
Cornucopia?
From their album, Philly Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. And this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy on your computer all day and all night.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Losing a loved one is always difficult. The grief is overwhelming, and planning the funeral can be an emotionally draining experience. But now, thanks to Rimshot Funeral Home, your whole funeral planning experience can be a boatload of fun.
Hello, my name is Shecky. Can I help you?
Yes, my uncle just passed.
Passed, huh? Well, go out and wave him down. Maybe he's lost.
No, he didn't just drive by. He passed. He's dead.
Oh, well, I am sorry. What did he die of?
He had a heart problem.
Yeah, it stopped beating.
At Rimshot Funeral Home, we serve two purposes: to help you in your time of need, and to deliver side-splitting one-liners to help you get over your loss.
So, I need to plan his funeral.
I should warn you, our prices are like your uncle.
Like my uncle? What do you mean?
They're pretty stiff.
Well, how expensive is cremation?
Well, it's not bad. In fact, right now, we're having a fire sale.
Well, I guess I might just have him buried.
I can dig it.
Okay, and the plot would be...
Well, not much of a plot, really. You bring him in, we embalm him, play a little organ music, toss him in the ground. End of story, baby.
Why should funeral planning be such a grim task when it can be a laugh-a-minute riot at the Rimshot Funeral Home?
Well, all right, well, how about a coffin?
Okay, I'm a coffin. Hey, you want me to turn my head too, Doc?
You're killing me.
Killing you? How do you think I generate all this business?
Rimshot Funeral Home, where we put a fun new spin on that whole death thing.
Shecky, can I ask you this? How long does the mourning usually last?
Last time I checked, right up until noon. Then it's afternoon. Hey, you stepped right into that one, didn't you?
I sure did, Shecky.
We put the fun back in funeral at the Rimshot Funeral Home.
Hey! Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
7:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. That's not Christy Lee. It's Jessica Alsman. She's got the forecast.
Q95 CarX weather forecast from Fox 59. A 40% chance of thunderstorms today. It's going to be muggy with a high of 86. Tonight we'll have a low of 68. Coming up tomorrow, 60% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 86. Currently, it is 72 out.
Thank you very much. Coming back, it's that $1,000 thing. Your shot at a magnificent pile of money. It's called Money for Something, and it's going to be starting again very soon.
Put $1,000 in your hair.
There you go. I'll give you all the details on that coming up. But once again, your shot at getting some extra cash, and who doesn't need it right now? Get some extra cash just for hanging out and listening to the radio. I'll have some deals for you in just a few minutes. Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show in the big room. Josh, Chick, Ace. This is Tom speaking. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day in a matter of moments. Now, she's in the next room. Behind the glass, it's the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Jessica Alsman sitting in for Christy Lee.
Hello.
On the big screen, it's Pat Godwin over there from the other building.
Hi.
And behind the glass over there in the hot box or the greenhouse, whatever we're going to call it, it's Willie Griswold. Good to see you again, Willie, of course.
Hey.
I like hot box. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't really a joke. This is cultural observations from our engineer, Ace Cosby, veteran broadcaster. Educational today. Okay, thank you very much, Ace. It's the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
For example, what do you need to circumcise a whale? Foreskin divers.
See, that's a foreskin, you see.
Foreskin or four skin divers.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Is a skin diver a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Skin diving is scuba diving without the tanks.
Okay, cool.
You ever heard that?
No, I
put on some flippers and snorkel.
It's educational. I like the idea of just connecting just divers with a foreskin. I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah.
That is an antiquated term, I think.
Oh, they don't call it skin diving? Is it not snorkeling? Is that the...
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay. But, well, there we
Scuba
go.
divers is not funny.
Yes.
Yeah, unlike foreskin
No,
divers.
there's no
Foreskin divers is hilarious.
You don't cut off the
You
scuba.
change one word in that whole thing, and it's
and
delicate. That's delicate.
joke's gone.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Exactly.
sorry.
Ace, I saw you out in the wild the other day. You knew it was me, right? When I honked and waved obnoxiously, or...
Yep, you were coming down 116th. I was going that way.
That's a great story. Then what happened?
This is
Well,
terrific.
I honked. I didn't know if he knew it was me or if I was just a, I don't know, a supporter or something. I don't
Maybe
know.
it was a honk
Just
joke,
walking-
something. So technically, you were the honky.
Yes,
No, you
I
were the
was
honker.
Right.
And ironically, Ace, you were the honky. So we now have established a joke.
I just saw you like half a mile away, probably. I was like, that's got to be Ace Cosby. Look at that wardrobe. That was really funny.
Look,
invented on the site.
I know.
I had no idea.
He invented it.
we saw it.
Because you would be the honker,
Yeah.
and the receiving end would be the honky.
No, we got it.
Yeah, we all got it.
Yeah.
And the irony, you see.
No. We don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah, we know it. We got it. Yeah. Irony. Yeah.
Okay. Now, as promised, we featured something very old, and I'm going to do it again. This time, this is Willie when he was a little boy, along with his brother. Let's listen to what the voice is. Willie, you're now a grown-ass man.
A grown-ass man, that's right.
27 years of age. There's your voice. Okay, let's hear it a few years back.
It's the Sam and Willie Show. Tonight on the Sam and Willie Show, Sam and Willie Griswold, Tom's kids, make an amazing discovery that just might change the Griswold family forever. Here's a preview of tonight's must-see episode.
Sam, I just got a call from the radio station. Did you schedule a meeting with us with Dad this afternoon?
Yeah, we're on the schedule from 4:47 to 4:58.
11 minutes?
I was lucky to get that. I'm going to squeeze us in.
What's the meeting about?
I've been listening to some of his old records, and now I'm not so glad that I did. I found something very disturbing in his record collection.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't like the time that you found those magazines hidden in Dad's underwear drawer, is it?
No, it's even worse.
Worse than finding 22 issues of Modern Bridegroom?
Wait, listen to the song I found in Dad's record collection. You hear the line, "She wouldn't have a Willie or Sam"?
Wait, are you saying that Dad got our names from that stupid song?
Yep. You know how Dad always said that I was named after his great-grandfather who was a hero in the Boxer Rebellion?
And that's why Dad always wears briefs.
Yeah. Well, I think the story's totally bogus. I looked up the Boxer Rebellion. It happened in China.
Wow, what kind of psycho would make up a story like that? Dad! Wow, Sam. Dad told me I was named after entertainment pioneer Willie Tyler, the man who broke the color barrier. You think you made that up too?
Yep. I think that we were named from a line in a Herman's Hermits.
No way. So wait, are Lucy and Charlie mentioned in that song too?
No, but I think I figured out where he got those names.
Oh. From another song?
No, even worse. Remember that comic strip Peanuts?
No, wait. Are you saying that Lucy and Charlie were named after cartoon characters?
Could have been worse. He could have named one of us Pigpen.
Tune in tonight with Sam Donaldson and Willie Taylor Lester guest star on an all-new Sam and Willie Show.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
A few years old, but by request. People remember some of this stuff. That's amazing. You can get to us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear from you. Right now, we're going to hear from Jessica Alsman. Jessica, what's going on over there?
Animal rights groups in Italy are calling on authorities to lift a death sentence that has been given to a brown bear. The bear attacked a father and son last week on a hiking trail in the northern region of Trentino. Fabio Misseroni, 59, and his son Christian Misseroni, 28, were hiking Monday on a path on Mount Peller when they say the bear leaped into their path. The bear bit Misseroni's leg before his father jumped on the animal's back so he could escape, the son told CNN. The bear then bit and swiped at the older man, breaking his leg in 3 places before running off.
Yikes.
Oh. Now, whenever we do bear stories,
it's a damn bear attacked me.
Christy does her famous sound of a bear walking.
Yeah. Do-de, 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 do.
Wow.
Do. I don't know. Christy's the pro.
Yeah, she's got that down. So they're going to, what are the unfortunate term, euthanize?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing youthful about it.
No.
So there's a big protest so they don't kill the bear.
I mean, the bear's just being a bear. Right?
Right, but it's now it's a danger. It's got to taste the human blood. It's never going back.
Can't they relocate it?
How great would it be if they had to have a jury of people and they showed them The Revenant to make sure they took this guy down?
Your Honor.
I think isn't the logic here that you're in the bear's house? You're walking in the woods. Did you see that video last week of the? God, who was it? Was it one of the guys from the NFL? Yeah, it was
Ha Ha Clinton Dix.
Yeah, the Ha Ha Clinton Dix thing where he's
he was on
a scooter.
Yeah.
And
he's going down an alley, and there's mama bear and a baby bear,
and he just jumps off the scooter. Who wouldn't?
And runs the other way. Yeah,
right. When he sees this bear. So anyway, well, I hope the bear makes it. Hope they can just put him in a cage and take him somewhere and let him go. Yep. Is that really true? Once they taste human blood, they're done.
Yep, same rules as werewolves. Bears.
What?
They can also sense a woman's cycle, too, bears.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, so next time, repay the loan, boo-boo. Or my friends are going to take you out. Coming up in the news, we have radioactivity in Europe. We have some Sherlock Holmes news, astronauts in the news, and you're a big fan of the ninja movies, are you not?
Yeah, I like them, yeah.
Well, we got a really pretty cool ninja story. You can actually get a degree in
ninjaology.
You can actually get a degree in ninja, and the first guy to graduate just did.
Wow,
that's the story.
And he's going to be going for his PhD.
How about that?
Coming up in ninja.
Oh, I'd watch a show called Dr. Ninja.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Now, would he be a physician?
Yes, he would absolutely be a physician.
Would he?
He would eviscerate his foes and then stitch them up.
You never see him coming.
Coming up, the first adventure of Dr. Ninja. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. Full access right now, including the live 7-camera video stream of the show. The Bob and Tom Show, commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast. Plus, you get access to the Bob and Tom archives and the complete album library as a VIP member. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP. Hi, Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom news update from the Navy Federal Credit Union Newsdesk. The world has surpassed 2 sobering coronavirus milestones, 500,000 confirmed deaths, 10 million confirmed cases, and hit another high mark for daily new infections as governments that attempted reopenings continue to backtrack and warn worse news could be yet to come. Texas Governor Greg Abbott warned COVID-19 has, quote, taken a very swift and very dangerous turn in the state of Texas over the past few weeks. California Governor Gavin Newsom rolled back reopenings of bars in 7 counties, including Los Angeles. He ordered them to close immediately and urged 8 other counties to issue local health orders mandating the same. Authorities in southwestern China's Sichuan province say at least 12 people have died. 10 are missing following heavy rains, adding to a growing toll from summer flooding across the country. More than 7,000 people evacuated in part of Sichuan's Mianing County, where flooding was particularly bad. The area lies on a plain at the foot of steep hills that eventually rise to the Tibetan Plateau. A ferry carrying about 100 passengers has capsized in the Bangladeshi River. At least 23 bodies have been recovered. Rescuers continuing their search. It wasn't clear how many people swam to safety or are still missing. The ferry capsized in the Burganga River in the capital after being hit by another ferry. That's a quick look at your news update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've got horse jokes. What do you call an Amish guy with his hand in a horse's mouth? A mechanic.
That's pretty good.
Did you hear about the man who was hospitalized? He has 6 little plastic horses inside him.
Is that right?
Yeah, the doctor described his condition as stable.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I did that joke.
What did the horse say when it fell? I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
All right.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Went walking with my lady a week ago last night. The air was warm and wonderful, the stars were shining bright. We laid down in the forest, I started to get face, when a big swarm of mosquitoes broke up our embrace. So get off when you're walking, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the grocery store, I never can go back. Jack and Jill Jaworski go camping every June. They crawl inside the sleeping bag and start howling at the moon. Jack was quite excited till mosquitoes bit his face. Jill, she got Jack off and killed the skeeters with the spray. So get off when you're camping, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the drugstore, I never can go back. You can't beat off, no you can't beat off.
Bring it down.
It's the best darn bug repellent on your grocery shelf. You can't beat off, no you can't beat off. If you spray off on the mattress, blame somebody else. I went down to the lake house, saw Muffy and Maureen. They took off their bikinis and applied the tanning cream. I strolled into the bushes to get a better view. I was lucky I got off, 'cause mosquitoes love to chew. So get off in the bushes, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the drive-thru, I never can go back. I got off in the drive-thru, I never can go back.
Back at Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Quick forecast from Jessica.
Q95, Clark's weather forecast from Fox 59. Thunderstorms today. It's going to be muggy, a high of 86, low of 68, currently at 73.
Thank you very much. Money for something. $1,000. I'll tell you about it in a few minutes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. In the big room once again, Josh, Chick, Ace. This is Tom. On the big screen, we have Pat Godwin, once again, looking like the manager of Fazoli's late on a Friday night.
We're out of breadsticks.
The lovely, the other Jessica, we'll just call her Jess to make it simple. Jess Hooker joins us from her home.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Are those frying pans behind you?
Yeah, that's my pantry.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a different angle.
Julia Child style, yeah.
Cool. That's a smart idea. The pans are hanging on the wall.
Yeah, the pegboard there? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Do they have to be dry when you put them up?
Yeah, I usually dry my dishes before I put them away. So,
Okay.
yeah.
No, it's kind of a dry.
But they dry there on the pegboard.
They would dry right in the pegboard.
Oh, I guess they could. Yeah.
Pantry has a very slippery floor.
Air dry? Yeah. it's a death trap.
Yeah.
Do you have a hammer handy?
No.
Have you ever tried like hitting them to see what kind of tones they make?
What?
Oh, no, we could do that.
You
yeah.
want to play your pans?
I would recommend a wooden spoon.
I have a ruler.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there's a
How about
ruler, yeah.
Do sort of a Blue Man Group thing this morning.
Stomp action.
Yeah,
There
could
you
be
go.
fun.
Kind of like Stomp, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks
Minutes of
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go see Stomp. Honey, can we leave now? Yeah.
They're still beating on those cans.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Willie over there behind the glass in the hot box.
Hey.
And then Christy is gone today, and in her place we have the other Jessica. It'll make it easier if we just call you Jessica in the
Or Alsman if it's, I don't know.
lavender. Ms. Alsman is over
Lavender. Is this pink?
It's fuchsia.
Yeah, it is pretty fuchsia.
Yeah, that's fuchsia for sure.
Which is another word for pink, right?
Essentially,
It's
yeah.
more pink
It is
and purple.
pink.
Let's go around the horn.
Yeah, it's pink with a purple undertone, I think, is what fuchsia
Around the
is,
horn.
right?
Other things that are pink. Ace, you start.
Salmon.
Cotton candy.
Okay.
Okay.
Chick.
Oh my gosh.
One of the Rainbow Brights. I don't know.
There you go. Pepto-Bismol.
One of the ponies. What are the ponies called? The
Willie, things that are pink.
When you mix red paint and white paint together.
There
that's
you
kind
go.
of-
go.
It's
Good
pink.
job.
So Pepto-Bismol and paints.
Where did the term "in the pink" come from? Isn't that interesting?
I think it means like your cheeks, right?
Your cheeks get pink.
Yeah.
The Aerosmith song.
Yeah, the Aerosmith
Pink.
song is what I was going to go with. Yeah.
The band.
singer.
The singer, rather. Yep.
There we go. I think we've covered everything pink.
Alicia Moore.
The pink Power Ranger, Kimberly, the best Power Ranger.
Pussy king.
There you go.
Why is this?
Well, this is
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Wait.
Segue.
This is apropos nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, this doesn't mean anything.
Wait.
Here it is.
Everybody knows I'm the pussy king.
See, that's the we of course have the famous Tiger King. And then we had the story about the pussycat. I just hit the wrong button there. Sorry. Where were we? We were checking in with Jessica at the news desk over there, the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Anything of interest?
A message in a bottle has become the foundation of a friendship between two girls 1,000 miles apart.
Really?
Isn't that sweet?
It is. 11-year-old Sophia Wilson from Clifton Park, New York, was on vacation with her family in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, when she wrote the message, including her contact information, and cast it off into the ocean.
Littered, essentially.
Yeah, just threw it in the water. Didn't care.
Poisoning
Be a
the
fine.
All right.
Sophia said she wrote, I'm done with the coronavirus, and I hated it, and I miss being in school with all my friends. 2 weeks and 700 miles later, Sophia's bottle washed up on Holden Beach in North Carolina, where it was picked up by 11-year-old Sarah Beth Walters. Sarah texted Sophia about finding the bottle, and the two girls have been texting back and forth ever since.
You know, that is got to be so exciting.
Yeah.
For an 11-year-old to find a message in a bottle.
From another 11-year-old.
Yes, yeah.
It's like an acoustic version of Facebook. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
You know, in a
technology.
world of electronic technology, it's
Try
kind
it
of
with-
sweet to have
Try it with unplugged instead of acoustic.
How wild.
like an unplugged version of Facebook.
Yeah. there
Okay,
you go.
yeah, that does work, yeah.
I like that better, yeah.
Acoustic, I think more nuanced.
Good edit there, Chick.
Thanks, Willie.
Well, that's a sweet story.
I would be scared to text back a random contact. I would think it was a trap.
Yeah,
like
I was-
someone's trying to get,
Yeah, I was going to go that dark route, but
That sounds
turns
like a
out
good.
that 11-year-old Sophia is a guy named Frank sitting at his computer with inappropriate photographs pinned on a wall behind him.
That went dark.
That is really specific what you've done there, Butch. Yeah.
One of to see me dance on TikTok?
No. How about...
Want to see my feet?
Yeah.
There you go. That's safer. That's a sweet story.
That's a good start to a movie, though, Josh. They put I Know What You Did, a message in the bottle, and just throw it out into the water and see what happens. What do you think?
I mean, it's based on a story we heard earlier today with Josh. This is nice. She casts a bottle into the ocean and it travels 1,000 miles, as opposed to Josh's story about his aqua dump.
I love that Jethro Tull album.
That's your best album.
Yeah.
Once again, Josh
in
is
a
about
cold lake.
Well,
did you say
I
sitting?
said sitting. I said sitting.
Yeah.
Sitting in a cold lake. Thank you. I spoke over top of you there.
Nothing like a good sit.
Josh is going fishing at Lake of the Ozarks this weekend.
Yeah. This isn't going to be as hardcore on the fishing as it is just, a lot of family time, a lot of fun swimming and
beer. Gonna have some beer.
Yeah. I'll throw a few back. Yeah,
there you go. Throw a few back.
Yeah.
Teach the kids about the aqua dump.
I hope not to.
Are you going to do your trick where you dive through the inner tube?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I love that trick.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try to get that on video.
Oh, that'd be great.
How does that work?
Where I float an inner tube out into the water, and then from the dock, I jump through. I try to get through the center of the inner tube.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, Dad, I can already see you smiling. I know you're going to say, wow, that's a big inner tube.
I didn't realize Bigfoot had a change of tires recently.
I didn't realize the monster trucks were in town.
Yes, and unfortunately, Josh was eviscerated by the
valve,
the giant valve sticking out. Remember those when you were a kid?
Oh.
And you'd get one of those. You get stabbed by the valve. Boy, that'll be fun though.
Weren't they tubing there in the Lake of the Ozarks?
Oh, a lot
weekend?
of tubing. Yeah, a lot of tubing. I don't know if we'll do any of that.
Floating down the lazy
I think
river?
we're going to pretty much stay put at my brother's place.
Okay. Well, I'm working on a new band.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's all fuchsia inside.
Oh. Well,
He can't stop. He can't stop.
Hold on to that one.
Put that under things that you shouldn't have said.
All fuchsia on the inside.
Maybe we should talk
Look how
about.
happy he is.
Oh yeah, this is where his face turns red and he laughs about it later.
Oh, it's a joke about the oneness of mankind.
That's right. Yeah,
True.
It's going to be an acoustic show.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, unplugged.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Unplugged. Yeah, you don't want it plugged up. No.
Be all red on the inside. Boy.
Hey, over the weekend they had a golf tournament. Did you hear about this?
I've got so many letters from people about the guy saying, how about you?
How about ya? And here's a little, it's from Connecticut. Here we go.
Homeless Hubs. Mark Hubbard for birdie at the 9th.
Homeless Hubs.
Just a big swinger from the right. Oh, how about you?
Oh, how about you now?
So
Conversational, how about you?
So is that an Australian thing?
I don't know. I told you I was watching one of my favorite British movie series, Marcia, and they greet each other on... no, it's not Marcia. What the hell name of it? Anyway, they greet each other with how about you? They do. Yeah.
Okay, doing up some requests.
Big story I had. Yep, that's true.
Well, no, you weren't the only one that noticed. I
know.
I'm just kind of curious as the
people are losing their minds.
Origin of how about you? So I've got a little request for something from the band Fuchsia Floyd.
Oh yes, yeah.
No, that we just played the
Marcella. That's her name.
The Sam and Willie piece about. How they got their names from the song Ennery the Eighth.
Yeah.
And I did not take your names from my favorite songs. Otherwise, one of you would have been named Freddie from the great song Do the Freddie. Got a request for this one. This is a classic. We were talking about Garth Brooks earlier. Great artist. Kind of a rock and roll guy, but in the country field, I guess, technically.
Rock and roll spirit.
Yeah, Garth did a really cool thing. He did a show that was broadcast at a bunch of drive-in theaters. And Pat had a nice song about that. We can play that again
Money
later.
grab, exploiting the pandemic.
Another guy, my guess is he probably lost money doing it.
I'm just being
I don't
silly.
think it was... but this is a song by another guy associated with the world of country, but this is a great song performed right here in our studios.
I always heard that his herb was top shelf. I just could not wait to find out for myself.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Well, I've tried it, my friend. And I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
learned a hard lesson in a small Texas town.
He fired up a fat boy and he passed him around.
The last words I spoke before they tucked me in.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I'll never smoke
weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I hopped on his old bus, the Honeysuckle Road.
The party was Vegas, it was after the show.
Alone in the front lounge, just me and him.
With one parting puff, Grim Creeper sat in. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Now we're passing the guitar, telling good jokes.
I know one's a-comin' 'cause I'm smelling smoke.
No, I do not partake. I just let it pass by.
With a smile on my face and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed, Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
In the fetal position, with drool on my chin.
I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again.
Toby Keith, Scotty Emmerich. They were live in our studios when they did that. God, that's just so nice. And I'm not sure if that's in honor of Willie Griswold, who's sitting through the glass, who's developed something of a rep on our show.
In the hot box.
When Toby sang that song in studio, I was 9, and people definitely asked me about it.
Oh, my gosh. Jess, were you on the roster to take Willie to school at some point? Did that you do that?
No, I took lunches. I went whenever they needed lunch. I took lunch.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because Sam and Willie and sometimes Charlie would come here with me in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Being a single dad, they would come in and at early in the morning and do their homework or play video games or watch Chick write obscenities on the television. Oh, yes.
That's exactly right. It happened. Yeah, I'd like to take credit for teaching Willie some of his curse words.
Okay.
That's damn right.
Coming up.
Damn right.
Coming up, we have news from the world of ninjas. We've got something I think that Josh will appreciate involving NASA and also pirates.
Oh.
And then we have more divers in the news. We talked about that this morning. Skin diving.
That's right.
This is a different kind of thing. Right now, I hope you've been getting some sleep. I really had a great night's sleep over the weekend. God, did I need it.
Good.
Thank you, Sleep Number Bed. Chick McGee, just to do a little survey, your sleep number setting is?
I like it firm, Tom, 100, and it stays firm with the
I know
Sleep Number Bed.
Christy Lee likes the opposite. Her sleep number setting on her Sleep Number Bed is...
it's like 45 or something, or 40?
It's like Jell-O. It's gooey, like a water bed. But hey, that's her choice. So it would be possible for her to have that on one side and the other side, whatever the other person wants. That's right. The beauty of the Sleep Number Bed. And the thing about sleeping is it's so important, especially right now, because physicians will tell you and scientists will tell you that natural immunity comes from being rested. And so to help you get some great sleep, this is where the Sleep Number Bed comes in, especially right now. Maybe you're all stressed out. I think we all are. Everyone's a little bit off, I think, right now.
What are you stressed out about?
I don't know.
The planet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Murder hornets, the sandstorm. Yeah.
Death, destruction.
Yes, maybe the headline radioactivity in Northern Europe. I don't know.
Only thing we're missing is some sort of giant. Some sort of like a Godzilla or something like that. It's the only thing we're missing.
Okay. Well, the Sleep Number Bed. Even Godzilla would be comfortable. See how he segued right back?
Sure would.
Yeah, I bet he would.
It's the lowest prices of the season right now at those Sleep Number stores. Save $400 in the Sleep Number 360 C4 smart bed. Now it's just $12.99 for a limited time at Sleep Number stores. You find them by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. A couple years ago, my doctor called me and he goes, "Do you really like that Sleep Number bed?" I said, "I'm serious. I love it. I love my Sleep Number bed. Try it out. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we do have NASA. We have radioactivity. Fortunately, not on the same story. And things not to do with a tree. Okay?
All right.
Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, where my party people at? There you are. Mark Allison here on a Monday morning, June 29th, 2020. Looking forward to the week ahead of us. It is a short week as the holiday approaches. Yes, hard to believe, but nearly midway through summer, July 4th. I saw online earlier today that this would have been the midway point of the Major League Baseball season. We haven't even played a stinking game. All right, good times. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Kelly Clarkson says she's going after John Legend for EGOT status now that she's picked up an Emmy. Clarkson won Best Entertainment Talk Show Host for the first season of The Kelly Clarkson Show at the online Daytime Emmys on Friday. Clarkson gave a shout-out during her acceptance speech to people who are helping during the coronavirus pandemic and civil unrest. She says the more helpers she can feature to spread kindness and inspire others, the better everyone will be for it. The Young and the Restless emerged as the big star of this year's Daytime Emmys. The CBS Daytime Drama won for Best Drama and captured 3 other acting trophies at the event Friday night. One of the wins went to Jason Thompson, who plays Billy Abbott on the long-running series. He's the 3rd actor to play the role and win an Emmy. Several of the winners of the awards show spoke out against racial injustice. Ron Jeremy continues to be held on $6 million bail after being charged with raping 3 women and sexually assaulting a 4th. The former porn star actor's attorney asked the judge handling the case to reduce the bail during a hearing past Friday, but the request denied. During the hearing, Jeremy pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. He wore an orange jumpsuit and a face mask, the facial covering because of the coronavirus outbreak. That's a look at your entertainment news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
I love to watch you as the jasmine wind blows through your hair. Your bedroom eyes, your pouting lips, I just can't help but stare. You're in a satin nightgown, and I see your lovely curves. I hear somebody coming, and I drop my binoculars. Peeking through your window, I watch you get undressed. As you slip off your nightgown, my heart pounds in my chest. I think I'll break into your house and lie down on your bed, then dance around your bedroom with your panties on my head. I can't stop stalking you every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. I watch you at the health club. I watch you at the mall. Last week I sat beside you in the airport bathroom stall. I know you really love me. Someday you'll say I do. Even though a restraining order keeps me 100 feet from you. I can't stop stalking you every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. can't see me. I see the red lights flashing as I hide behind this tree. Once again, your nosy neighbors have called the cops on me. I'm sitting in this squad car, my ears begin to ring. I listen as these voices in my head begin to sing. I can't stop stalking you every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. Nothing in this world will keep me away.
22 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That was so great. You would have thought we were ready.
Yeah.
Chick and I just sprinted in here.
Sat right down.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're behind the scenes. In the fuchsia shirt or whatever, it's Jessica Alsman.
Q95 CarX weather forecast from Fox 59. 40% chance of thunderstorms today. Muggy, high of 86. Tonight, low of 68. And currently, it is 75 out.
Thank you very much. Serious news about $1,000 that could be yours coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's do it by...
How about ya?
Yeah! Let's do it by how long I've known you. This is Tom speaking. I've known myself the longest.
Yeah,
you know what they say, know thyself, and I do, and I prefer not to. Let's see, so then it would be Ace Cosby, our engineer. Is that correct, Ace?
That is correct.
Since 1983?
Yep.
I've known Ace, and I can tell you next to nothing about him.
Yeah, he's a mystery, isn't he?
He has 3 VCRs, and when it's time for intimate relations, he says, what do you say, Ace?
It's time.
It's time. We should do an It's Time t-shirt, Ace.
Yes.
It's time. Yeah.
You got the T-shirt stacked up, man.
I know, I do. Let's see, how long have I known
About you,
him?
it's time.
What's next year? I guess it's Chick McGee.
Yes, it's me.
There we go, Chick McGee.
Me, you, and Elvis, man.
Picked him from, he was working an oldies station.
Classic hits, baby.
About ready to, you were doing, wasn't it All Gold or something?
Dave, classic hits.
Okay. They didn't even call them classic hits yet then.
Yes, they did.
They called them
classic
oldies.
hits.
I'll argue with that till the sun goes down.
That's what the bumper
And then
let's
see,
classic hits.
who's
That's
next? I guess Willie Griswold, one of my sons.
Hey.
Through the glass over there. We're calling it the hot box now?
The hot, yeah, sure. The hot
I like
rooms, the
that.
hot house. You can call it whatever the hell you want.
Well, lately there's been some mail. We're not calling it many things now. Then let's see
Then
who
I think
comes
it's
next.
Jess Hooker, I think.
Yeah, right?
I think it was
98?
Godwin first. Godwin
98?
came in as a guest many years ago.
You're counting that? You were friends right away, huh?
Hey, Godwin, what was the first song or bit you did on the show?
Bono does bingo.
Oh, terrific.
Can you do that? I love that.
Yeah, I could.
Do it right now.
I'll do it after the intros.
Yeah.
No, we're done with you. Okay,
Why don't
okay.
we do it next hour?
Then we go.
We could do it next
Is it Jess Hooker next? Is that correct?
Yeah.
It's her
I think
birthday
so.
also, isn't it?
Oh,
Is it your
yes.
birthday? Happy birthday,
It is.
Jess.
Oh, my
yes, today it is my birthday.
Happy
Yep.
birthday.
And
Thank you.
I must say, I was saying this off the air. You look great today. Your hair
thank
looks
you.
fantastic.
You're glowing.
Thank you for not wearing it in a bun.
You're
Or
welcome.
There's nothing wrong when it's in a bun either.
or in the double bun, like you showed up for one of our
Oh,
Zoom.
yeah, the
our-
meeting last
Let me
week.
tell you
Zoom meeting.
something. Let me tell you something, Alsman.
What? I'm over here waiting for my
no
intro.
one has ever been sexy looking with hair in a bun.
Oh, I'm sure I could find somebody.
Charlotte Ray.
They'd have to be have to be naked, and I'd have to be drunk.
Well, who cares? What is...
Is that the only reason why I can zoom in? Yeah.
No, sorry.
And Tom has a thing about women with short hair. He does not care for it.
I like it depending on who it is.
What's your quote about woman with short hair?
No. It's Greg Hahn.
Oh, God. Cut your hair and get out. No, it was you. You said a woman with short hair just said, I don't want to have sex anymore.
Short hair can be
That's
short hair
what
can
they
be
said.
really hot.
Yeah. Charlize Theron, or how do you say her last name?
Oh,
Like, she
yeah.
looked good. Like, she was bald and she's gorgeous.
It doesn't hurt
no
that
wrong.
her hair is on her.
Yes. You see, there you go.
Take a knee, Josh. Take a knee.
I'm just saying, Jess Hooker looks beautiful today, and your hair
thank
hair
you.
looks so nice.
Thank you.
Did you spend a lot of time in that, or just wake up and shake it?
Actually, yeah, this is kind of air dry Jeep hair from yesterday. So
Jeep hair.
Fun, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. In her new Jeep. Okay, very cool. Now, I look that way and I see Jessica Alsman.
Yep, just me.
Hair not in a bun.
It's not.
Fortunately, your hair looks very nice as well. Blue eyes, but very dark hair. Does that cover everybody? I think so. Okay.
Did you say my name?
Oh, that's it. I'm sorry. I forgot again.
You should change your name to Have I covered everyone? Just change it to that.
That man over there on the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair is Josh Arnold, a man who we all know. And if you're new to the show, Josh, famous for having all of his hair in the lower region removed with a waxing procedure.
Yeah.
And are you due in the world of COVID-19? Have you done? Is there a home waxing pube kit?
I had to cheat. I had to use clippers during this, so I have kept things short, but not waxing short.
So Kojak is gone.
Yes,
I'm still
more of a curly.
I'm still kind of skimpy down there from the stent placement a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, you got the shave at the hospital.
It's taken kind of a while for it to grow back. I don't know. So I guess that happens. The more you get shaved, the more faster it grows.
I think that's an urban legend.
It's actually
or the
opposite.
slower it grows.
Yeah,
Slower. Yeah.
Did they shave the whole thing down there, or just the one side?
From just above my knees all the way across.
Wow. Oh, did they get the whole tuft above the action place?
Yeah. Yes,
they got the pubis.
Hang on a second. They did get the whole tuft above the action place. Yeah. That's what he just said.
I like
this man went to Columbia University,
right?
An Ivy League school.
Dean's List. Now, here's the thing.
You really showed the shinola, didn't you?
When I had a similar procedure to yours, nothing quite as serious, I don't think. But when I woke up, they had shaved only the sides of the upper action area.
Yeah.
So I had like the landing strip.
You got a pause button.
Yeah, the landing strip above.
Oh.
Man, okay. I don't want to know any of this.
You get your bikini area done.
Gotcha.
No, I mean, no, the medical folks.
Did you like it?
Not at all, and I was quite stunned.
No,
I didn't know they'd done that until I walked by a mirror, somewhat groggy, having been anesthetized for 8 hours, whatever it was.
Prancing around.
I wasn't prancing around. I was going to the bathroom, and there's a mirror.
No, he was
mincing about the house.
I was by myself alone.
I'm beautiful.
At death's door.
I'd kiss me.
And I saw that landing strip thing.
I'd kiss me.
On ladies, sometimes known as the clitler.
The clitler.
Never known it.
Never. No one has ever called it.
No one says that.
I was wondering why we were talking about this, and that's why.
Ava Broad didn't
This is
call
how
it
jokes
that.
work, Willie. You build them up when they least suspect it, you punch them in the face.
Oh, gosh.
Pat, you got that guitar out there?
I will in a second.
I remember 4 minutes ago when we requested.
Let's hear the very first thing you ever did on this show.
I walked in. And you
asked Tom for money?
The roof off the joint.
And I borrow a 50. And,
Bono from U2, very pompous, very full of himself. Bono.
Oh,
at
that's
this
right.
point,
The setup. Yeah, the setup. Yeah.
There's always a setup, chick.
Sets it up, then he knocks him down. See?
Bono, he's so pompous, can take any song and make it sound very special. Bono from U2. There was a farmer who had a dog. Oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh. Singing bee. Oh, B-I. Wow. B-I-N. This one's for all the dogs in shelters. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Something like that.
And they immediately loved you.
That's
the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah, I've always thought Bono was unbelievably pretentious. Where's the ridiculous glasses that he doesn't need on stage?
Isn't he the one that bought the airplane seat for his hat?
Oh, man, I hope that's true.
Didn't he? Yeah,
Well, there
like
was
his cowboy
somebody,
hat. Yeah, he bought an extra seat.
Yeah, let's save the people. By the way, here's $3,000 for my hat. Could have given this to a homeless shelter, but no. Okay, Bono, tell me all about it. Now, we have Chick McGee, as I mentioned earlier, at the crazycockwine.com sports
Actually,
desk.
I have a little sports addendum here if you'd like to hear this.
I would.
Oh, my.
Seattle, Washington, they are shooting for an expansion team in the National Hockey League.
That's right. That's right.
The NHL Seattle expansion team making progress toward the announcement of its name, logo, and colors.
Okay.
Some have speculated it's a long time off. It's not, said NHL Seattle Todd Lewicki. Last week, Vegas did it a year out. We'll do it well in advance of a year out before we start play. We've got the name, the logo, and the colors pretty much all picked out. But they say...
Do we have the name?
They're going to... No, we don't have the name.
You just said we had the name.
Well, they had the name, but this is one of those issues where you want to measure twice and cut once, and that's exactly what we're doing. We'd like to think when we do roll it out and people will say, hey, they got it, so we're working on it. That's the next stop to announce it.
I bet they're vetting the hell out of whatever the words are.
Oh,
They
yeah.
say they have
Today's world.
7 or 8 different names, trademarks, colors in mind, and
oh man,
they haven't announced the specific.
Okay, but they're closer to having a name.
They're close, yes,
and we're close to finding out what it might be.
So that's the breaking story.
I hope it's the Supersonics.
I was going to say the same thing. How fun would that be?
I miss that. I miss the 90s
NHL
basketball.
Sonics. Yeah, why not? Right?
That isn't a bad idea.
So the word "super" in and of itself is oppressive because it means that there's a lesser.
Yeah, the Sonic supremacists.
That's right.
Their sound is more. Christopher Columbus is.
Here's the official response. If you camp out on one name, I like this lingo. With everything that happens in the trademark world, you put yourself at risk. So we've got a handful of names that we can think can work. We probably have a leader in the clubhouse, but we're working away on it, and it's not going to happen this afternoon. But it's not too far off before we announce it.
So again, now we've got an announcement about a possible announcement.
An announcement of a possible announcement coming down the pike.
But you're right. They have to vet it because no matter what it's like naming products these days. No matter what you come up with, it always. Well, you understand, in Central Africa, that's the same thing as an ATM. No, I thought it was a friendly name.
And this is the Seattle expansion team.
Yes.
I'm surprised they're not going with something like Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Just go
on
ahead
second thought.
and cut out the middleman and just send it to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
We're calling them the Cowboys, just in case. The Cowhands.
Yes.
Something Oklahoma related.
They could eat the grinders for coffee grounds.
Well, grinder, I believe, is not a homosexual.
Grind up on it.
Indeed, it is.
Oh, that's right. It's the
Tinder.
dating site,
app,
right?
yeah.
The kind of the hookup dating site. Or whatever.
Have you seen a hockey game? All these guys just slamming each other against the wall, like.
Oh yeah, you're right, Jessica. It's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
a lot of smashing going
They're
on.
going down the wrong road on this one.
They do say that one of the colors definitely will be green because that's our climate. That's our area. We're known as a green climate.
Are they going to go with a non-S thing? So.
The
Seattle Rain.
A collective, yeah.
They could be the Twilights.
I don't think you want to.
Twilight.
You don't have anything too negative. You don't want to be.
The Cobains?
The Chamber of Commerce doesn't want to go with anything. Yeah.
No.
Well, if the color's green, Seattle, they do have legal weed in Washington. Could be a marijuana themed team.
I doubt it.
That'd be funny.
The Seattle Tree.
Seattle Tree.
Some of that tree.
That's not a terrible name.
That's not bad
at all.
We have trees in the news.
Really? What are they up to these days?
God.
This is actually pretty
Just
funny.
in time for Arbor Day. Can you tell me what our day Arbor Day is?
I can. It is August 13th.
I don't think that's right.
April 30th.
Jeff is 1 in 365 on that one.
Is it April 30th? You sound much more convincing than
I
Josh did.
feel like it's April 30th for some reason.
Here's the story. A man in Texas over the weekend tried to use a tree to lift a Ford Super Duty cab.
Uh-oh.
It is April 30th. That's right.
Jordan Jensen said he needed to remove the cab.
Jordan Jensen.
Dum, 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 dum.
His boy Elroy.
He was trying to remove the cab from his 2009 Ford F450 tow rig. He needed to replace some pipes, et cetera, et cetera. He used the big tree in a chain to hoist. You understand what's going on here?
Yeah, so he was
throws the chain over a tree limb,
right,
and he's picking up the part of the truck.
This is bad.
He says here, it was a great idea until it wasn't.
Yeah.
The tree limb fell down on top of his vehicle.
Ah, boy.
So,
those are a lot heavier than you think they are, the tree limbs.
Yeah. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Yes. Even somewhat a limb that doesn't look that thick.
It's substantial.
This is why I say go to an accredited mechanic.
Yeah.
Rather than heaving a chain over that nice tree in your front yard. Wow. Well, we were going to take our daughter to the doctor and decided, no, we'll take her over to a tree. See if we can get a diagnosis. Poor guy. Oh well. Anyway, his the cab. Well, I guess he was. What was the word? Decapitated. Apparently,
I like
in the process of all of this. Okay, thank you very much. Coming up, we have news from NASA. A couple of interesting stories from the world of NASA.
Alien related?
Something worthwhile? Have we found spacemen?
Yeah, they're on the moon.
Oh.
No, I was lying.
We have an unusual story about Sherlock Holmes. And
That's a great binge, man. Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch.
The best. Yeah, I love that.
I didn't realize that any of Sherlock Holmes was still under whatever it is, copyright. I had no. I thought that would have to be public domain. Apparently,
the Doyle family have long tentacles.
Apparently,
right.
And we'll find out exactly what that's all about. And it's a weird case, and I can tell you right now, they're going to lose. Be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hey, don't forget the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. What are you talking about, Mark? Well, it's Bob and Tom's work farce, all the fun without really that much effort. Ace Cosby, your host, the joke of the day guy. Tell him I said hello. Keep the smile going all day, and keep your coworkers guessing what you're up to as you roll through this Monday, June 29th with us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And we thank you for that.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. A person with knowledge of the deal says that the New England Patriots have reached an agreement with free agent quarterback Cam Newton. The one-year deal is said to be worth up to $7.5 million with incentives. Newton was the 2015 NFL MVP. In the NBA, the Los Angeles Clippers have signed free agent Joakim Noah to a new contract for the rest of this season, 3 months after he first signed a 10-day deal with the Clippers. Dustin Johnson won the Travelers Championship on Sunday in Cromwell, Connecticut. And Denny Hamlin held off Kevin Harvick on Sunday night to win the second Cup race of the weekend at Pocono Raceway and flipped the result of the opener. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I tweeted this yesterday. I love your mask. It's the new comment. I mean, I have a pretty fancy-looking little mask, and I wore it yesterday, and somebody goes, oh, I just love your mask. And I'm telling you, it's going to become a fashion accessory.
It's a point of pride.
The bitch getting the horses at the Kentucky Derby to wear those masks.
Yes, it is.
They're going to have to be huge.
The horses were against the mask. You know this?
Oh, no, I didn't hear about that.
When asked, they said, all in favor of people wearing masks? The horses all said,
nay!
Bob Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
The Bob and Tom Toy Company is proud to introduce their newest doll. She's cute, she's cuddly, and she's sure to become a collector's item.
She likes to walk, she likes to talk, she always has to pee. You never know where she will go. She's Incontinent Kathy.
Incontinent Kathy, she's puddles of fun. Hey, when you tickle Elmo, all he does is giggle, but tickle Incontinent Kathy, and you'll feel warm all over. Incontinent Kathy, sure, she may be silly and she's not very smart, but we like to think of her as our own little whiz kid. She's Incontinent Kathy. Tickle me Elmo hard to find? Well, with Incontinent Kathy, you're in luck. She's available everywhere. Incontinent Kathy.
Oh, jeez. She squats and pees each time you squeeze her belly playfully. She's gonna get you soaking wet. She's Incontinent Kathy. She's Incontinent Kathy.
Incontinent Kathy, rubber pants, diaper wringer, and Kathy's Dream Outhouse sold separately. Warning, not intended for use near AC outlets. Paper towels, mop and buckets, squirming, and pee-pee dancing accessories not included. There's another new doll from the Bob and Tom Toy Company. Hey, Toby Kavoyan, what's his name?
Poop Deck Pappy.
That's right, Toby. Yo ho ho, it's Poop Deck Pappy.
Poop Deck Pappy.
The old sailor whose diaper's always full. Poop Deck Pappy and his sidekick, Tootie the parrot. What a load of fun. Just pull Poop Deck Pappy's string and watch what happens.
Man, that stinks. Poop Deck Pappy. Poop Deck Pappy. Sea breeze air freshener and spare trousers not included. Poop Deck Pappy. He's gonna potty like it's 1999. Captain's log, Captain's log.
He's going to potty like it's 1999.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
State of California is apparently they're in the process, I guess, of banning the Mylar balloons. They're called
Yes.
the small ones,
silver ones.
Passed
silver
in the
ones.
Senate. It's on its way.
Because
to the General
apparently these
Assembly.
balloons cause massive power outages. I can see it's an important, serious business. But when in the course of learning about this, we found out there actually is a group called the Balloon Council.
43 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hope you're paying close attention. Things are happening that could involve your wallet. Is that enough? Did I get that right? Details coming up.
We're giving
on that.
away money is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, your wallets could get bigger.
And you could win.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
What
clarifying.
you said has
Well,
no
it
idea.
sounded like you were going to rob us, potentially.
Yeah. Stick them up. Come on.
No, that'd be a radio promotion.
Yeah, sure would.
We'll mug our ninth caller.
Armed robbery with Bob and
No
Tom.
one's thinking about armed necessarily.
Oh, you're just
although
going
might
to take
work
my
better.
wallet away from you?
Where was I? Oh, look at the lovely Jessica Alsman through the glass. She has a quick update on the forecast.
Q95 CarX weather forecast from Fox 59. 40% chance of thunderstorms today, a high of 86, a low of 68 tonight. Maybe some thunderstorms tomorrow. We've got 75 degrees out right now.
Wow.
Thank you, Jess. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We got the Jess and the Jessica technically today. Joining us on the screen from her home, it's Jess Hooker. Did you get a mallet so you can try to
Hello?
play your frying pans?
No, I still have the rulers. I have some paint brushes.
I think you need a. Do you have a hammer?
What are these? What are these?
Chopsticks?
Forks. Those are tuning forks, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What
wow.
are those doing by your?
Where'd you get those? What?
That's just sitting
I
around.
don't know. No, they're on my desk. I don't know what they're doing here.
That's perfect to play the pans, right?
Yeah,
Right. That'd be
making a nice.
pretty loud.
You might be a savant at
What
playing the
else?
pans.
You could be
don't
a
know.
I don't
world-class
know.
panist.
I could.
Okay, that's Josh over there. There's
Hi.
Chick. Ace is here, of course. Willie G in the hot box. The other Jessica Alsman, is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And Pat Godwin's over there. Pat and his guitar and his keyboard. I'd like to get another song out of you momentarily,
Tom.
Pat. Yes, sir.
Somewhere a dam is broken. Water is rushing towards us. The building's going to flood. You only have time to save one of us.
Well,
it's going to be his son, Willie.
Your son.
Well, let's hear him out.
That's the labeling thing.
Well, I think that Willie is a very strong swimmer. He has many blue ribbons.
Many ribbons.
In what used to be his room at my house.
I feel like you're about to call me buoyant. I feel like that's.
I guess what he's saying is that you could probably save yourself.
You could swim.
So you're getting Godwin then?
Save yourself.
I can swim. He's got to go for one of the ladies, one of the women.
Well, since Jessica's not or Jess is not here, she's at home, so
Right.
she's fine.
I'm
already.
fine. I'm safe.
She's safe, yeah.
Ace, are you a strong swimmer?
I don't think I've swam since the mid-'80s.
Okay, then I would help Ace.
Help Ace, okay.
Yes, because obviously there's a buoyant factor.
I see.
In the rest of you,
my thick layer of blubber will
much like a whale
will walrus me to the surface.
We would all float easily.
That's right. Yes.
Josh, I have a question for you. What do you think is the over-under on when my dad gets confused by Jess and Jess's names and just like, you know what, Osmond, you're going by Diane now. We can't do this.
About a week.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
no
surprised
joke.
he hasn't made us change our names. Do you don't call us by our last names?
I know. Osmond
That would
and
make
Hooker.
the most sense. Yeah.
Well, when he goes in, we got a hooker on the screen.
Yeah, Osmond and Hooker sounds like a
detective show.
Yeah.
From the creators of Cagney and Lacey.
What is that? A new Netflix movie? Huh?
She's not a man, but all men love her.
Dirty
She's
movies
not a
on
hooker,
Netflix
but if times don't get better, she's going to become one.
Chick saw a little bit of nudity on Netflix this weekend, and it's all he can talk about.
No.
Are you serious?
No. You. I had to. It was too much. I had to turn it off. No, you go ahead and watch it and get back to me.
I will, Fred Rogers.
Okay.
All
right. I'm just saying.
No, wait a second. I know what you're talking about.
I don't want it to be tumbling into someone's home unaware.
Don't mention the name of the show. It's truly pornographic.
Really?
I'm sure it's tastefully done.
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, my God. It's hot, of course.
Number one
Yeah, the number one show.
on Netflix.
If your taste is a fixed position camera on two folks doing something rather intimate.
When two people love each other
Very much.
Okay. And the girl has a nice strong hand.
Okay.
You can.
Now, Pat.
Yes.
We were talking about Josh's adventures coming up this weekend. You're going to the Lake of the Ozarks.
Yes, my gosh, I haven't been in a while.
With your brothers.
Yeah.
And their families.
That's right, yeah.
So it's not just going to be the boys' fishing trip.
Right.
But it should be fun. And Pat, you have a tribute, actually.
Oh.
Do you want to explain what this is?
I don't think we need to explain it. It's in the song.
Okay.
It's in the sauce. I was afraid to go into Lake Ozark. as nervous could be. I was afraid to go into Lake Ozark, 'cause Josh Arnold does more than just pee. 2, 3, 4, tell the people what you saw. It was an itsy bitsy kind of soupy yellow cornfield piece of poopy that I saw in Lake Ozark today. Everybody, an itsy bitsy kind of soupy yellow cornfield piece of poopy. So I'll warn others to stay away.
Aqua Deuce.
Yeah. Not proud of it, but
once again,
it did happen.
Josh confessed that on a fishing journey he had to hop into the lake.
You said you were being heckled by your brothers. I would think they would encourage you to do that more often.
No, they're mad because they had to. They're
going to be in the water.
The funny thing is they did not stop fishing, so they're yelling at me, but they're still casting.
They got a lot of crappie.
They could have gotten one. Certainly.
Yeah.
I see. Well, let's switch gears here. We will return to the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom with Jessica Alsman sitting in for Christy this morning. Christy's back tomorrow.
Nordic authorities have reported slightly increased levels of radioactivity in Northern Europe. Radiation and Nuclear Safety Watchdogs said they have spotted small amounts of radioactive isotopes harmless to humans and the environment in parts of Finland, southern Scandinavia, and in the Arctic.
That's right, Tom. It's all it's harmless to the people here.
That's a Scandinavian.
Chick, I did hear there are two different kinds of radioactivity. Do you know about this? Yeah, there's AM and FM.
Radio activity.
And satellite.
Oh, yeah,
Three
sure.
kinds.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Does it say at all what's causing this?
Dutch officials said the spike may be from a source in Russia and may, quote, indicate damage to a fuel element in a nuclear power plant.
This is one of those things. I was reading about this yesterday. The Russians, of course, deny.
Yeah.
Got one word for you. We know what that word is.
Chernobyl.
That's the word.
Go
Thank you
watch
very
that
much.
on HBO. It's fantastic.
This is how every Godzilla movie starts, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I would say so far 2020, we've got your pandemic. Did anybody see the video of the locusts, by the way, over the weekend?
Yeah. Where was that? Spain or something?
I thought it was
somewhere.
I thought it was in India. It is.
I think it was India.
It
You're
is terrifying. We've got the Sahara sands coming over here right now. We got
It looked like an eclipse.
We got the murder wasps.
Hornets, yes.
Murder hornets. Is that what they're called? Murder
How
hornets.
can you get a term like murder hornets? How can you get that wrong?
Well,
murder wasps, hornets, wasps. Sorry,
I felt a little silly correcting him.
I'm not a biologist. I don't know what the point is. I'm just saying that this year we've got a lot of bad things happening. Let's just hope nothing happens with the word nuclear in it. Can you mention that press conference?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the good news is if you get irradiated, it kills the COVID-19. Of course, then you die a slow, painful death. But the point is...
Nuclear would solve every other issue, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Who can we attack? Let's think.
Once again, 2020. God, read the room, okay?
Oh, it's a tough one.
Going to back off a little bit on one of these things.
Tough one.
I lost count how many times you doubled down on that.
Well, I think it's a. Do you think that like I said last week, everyone wants to be singing Auld Lang Syne on 2020.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. We want this to be over.
Let's just hope that by New Year's Eve, the election riots have stopped.
We started the year with koalas on fire, and it got worse from there. Remember Australia was burning?
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Oh, speaking of biology, we had this story last week, and I don't know if you heard about this, Jess. They claim that they found this 80-pound iguana in a restaurant refrigerator. Did you hear about this in a pizza place?
Yeah.
No, was it alive, or were they going to use it for meat?
It was frozen, and apparently it was all fairly innocent. Apparently someone gave this guy an iguana, and he popped it in one of the fridges at his restaurant in West Palm. But, of course, when it comes out the headline, it sounds like they're going to be making iguana pizza. I'm not sure.
Right.
I asked if it was possible to have an 80-pound iguana because preliminary research on my part indicated that 20 pounds was a pretty big iguana. But then I got an email from a guy that says he's seen one in where was it? In Costa Rica or something. But I'm not sure.
That was about 80 pounds?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that was an iguana or one of those, whatever, monitor lizards or whatever.
Right.
But, no, Pat, do you remember you did a tribute?
Yeah.
To
Infecto Quarantino.
Yeah, of course. Your Italian friend, Infecto.
Oh, he's here, Infecto.
Hello, everybody.
Nice to see you.
When the smell hits your face out of my new pizza place, that's iguana.
Oh, how about that?
The toppings you see may taste like anchovy, but it's iguana. Heads are gonna roll. Here comes the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation. That's a mouthful. You cannot store an iguana in a freezer without proper ventilation. Arrivederci, everybody. Prego.
Thank you, Infecto.
Infecto. What's Infecto's last name?
Quarantino.
Okay, yeah.
Good man.
Here it is. The South Florida Sun Sentinel. Quote, an iguana weighing about 80 pounds was being stored in a freezer. I need to have that verified by someone who knows their reptiles. That seems a lot. And then apparently iguana meat is edible. And
it's supposed to be really good, we heard, didn't we?
I'd want to try it.
Oh.
None of you laugh at that.
You know how they got that in the pizzerias? They got it in the refrigerator.
No.
Oh, they tossed it in. It was hand tossed.
Hand tossed iguana.
You know what? That's barely a sentence. Let alone a joke.
So anyway, if anyone who knows their iguanas, please let me know.
I've had gator, but it was like deep fried.
Yeah, same here. It was really seasoned, so I couldn't tell you what.
With ranch dressing, it was really good.
Yeah.
Well, you put ranch dressing on one of Josh's turds, it's going to be okay. That ranch dressing is good stuff.
Wow, that really jumped up.
Kind of a corn fritter.
It's called a callback.
Yeah, that wasn't your best joke of the day. Maybe your number 2 joke of the day.
Tag.
That's my boy.
Coming up, what have you got over there, Jess?
We've got another Florida man. We've got some marijuana, of course.
Rock and roll.
Ninjas.
Rock and roll, baby.
And astronauts. and NASA, and some pretty cool stuff coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Not to worry, folks. Christy Lee will be back tomorrow. She's just taking a quick day off. Jessica filling in for her. Thanks to Jessica for being so welcoming and so knowledgeable in her news approach here on the Bob and Tom Show. We've also got Jess Hooker and Reno Collier on a Monday, zooming in, social distancing, lots of fun, and more on the way after this. Hi, Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom news update from the Navy Federal Credit Union Newsdesk. The world has surpassed 2 sobering coronavirus milestones, 500,000 confirmed deaths, 10 million confirmed cases, and hit another high mark for daily new infections as governments that attempted reopenings continue to backtrack and warn worse news could be yet to come. Texas Governor Greg Abbott warned COVID-19 has, quote, taken a very swift and very dangerous turn in the state of Texas over the past few weeks. California Governor Gavin Newsom rolled back reopenings of bars in 7 counties, including Los Angeles. He ordered them to close immediately and urged 8 other counties to issue local health orders mandating the same. Authorities in southwestern China's Sichuan province say at least 12 people have died. 10 are missing following heavy rains, adding to a growing toll from summer flooding across the country. More than 7,000 people evacuated in part of Sichuan's Mianing County, where flooding was particularly bad. The area lies on a plain at the foot of steep hills that eventually rise to the Tibetan Plateau. A ferry carrying about 100 passengers has capsized in the Bangladeshi River. At least 23 bodies have been recovered. Rescuers continuing their search. It wasn't clear how many people swam to safety or are still missing. The ferry capsized in the Burganga River in the capital after being hit by another ferry. That's a quick look at your news update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The B-side, the reference is lost.
Yeah, people don't know about 45s anymore.
You know, there was the hit side and the so-called B-side.
Yeah.
There's a number of B-sides that became the hits in the history of music.
That's what I was going to ask. Were
always
there any
fascinating,
B-sides bigger than the A-sides?
Absolutely. Yeah. Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs, that was the B-side.
What was the A-side, do you know?
Mushrooms and peppers.
That was quick there, Josh.
From their food album?
Yeah.
Cornucopia?
From their album, Philly Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
We met at the convenience store. She had been there for a while. She had a great big bottom. It was blocking the candy aisle. I asked her if she'd like to go and grab a bite to eat. We climbed into my pickup truck, and she took up most of the seat. She wore a Molly Hatchet t-shirt, had tattoos underneath. She had a huge beer belly and some of her front teeth. I leaned over and kissed her. She told me not to stop. I knew one thing for certain as I felt her climb on top. She had a crush on me. She had a crush on me. I can't breathe. I barely weighed 100 pounds. She weighed close to 3. And now my pelvis ain't where it used to be. She had a crush. She had a crush. A crush on me. Sorry about the finger, baby. I didn't know it was your armpit. Wait, don't stop. I know I'm in there somewhere. I swear to God I am. That night I took her home with me. She stayed about a week. I did her on my water.
901 at Q95. I skipped there. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
9090. A quick forecast. She's sitting in for Christy Lee. It's the lovely, what did we decide that was? Fuchsia-clad Jessica Alsman.
Q95 CarX weather forecast from Fox 59. Thunderstorms this afternoon. Muggy, a high of 86. Tonight, a low of 68. Tuesday and Wednesday, we could have some afternoon thunderstorms. High of 86. Both days, currently at 75.
The weather in central Indiana, it's always a matter of roulette. What are you going to get? It's going to be hot. It's going to be cold. That's where you need Jeff Chapman. He's the man for all seasons. I put on my dad shorts over the weekend to ride my bike.
Oh, I'd love to have seen it.
Pictures.
I was mistaken for Jeff Chapman. I said, wait a minute, but I'm not wearing the black socks up to my knees like Chapman always does. Jeff Chapman. It's Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Jeff's been the problem solver for over 30 years. Many of his friends are trying to solve the problem of Jeff wearing his dad shorts. Highly embarrassing. He wants to pose for the next picture for Chapman Heating and Air Conditioning in a cold freezer wearing his dad shorts. Going, I can fix this. By going to ChapmanHeating.com. That's ChapmanHeating.com, because Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing.com would be a little cumbersome, even for the most valiant of Internet Explorer people. Let's just move on. Jeff Chapman, the man for all seasons. Help him fix you up. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. We've got a big crowd here today. Let's do it by height. Thank you very much. I think we decided the tallest one is Ace Cosby, our engineer. Ace 6'2"-ish. Okay, then next would be probably Willie Griswold, one of my sons. Good to see you, Willie. Then it's the Chick McGee.
Thank you.
You'll find Chick.
Well, Josh and I are pretty much the same height. Josh might be taller.
Josh with his bozo haircut right now probably is.
Yeah, that's definitely taller.
I love the hair long like that, Josh.
Thank you. I don't think it's going to last much longer, but we'll see.
The front view doesn't give it justice. It's really long in the back.
It is really long.
It's very, but it's and you're balding on top. It could very much be a bozo thing in about a month.
Wouldn't you like to run your hands through the back of that?
I just want to crunch it. Kick it.
Very good. He's at the OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair. Then next would be Chick McGee.
Thank you.
He is in the CrazyCockWine.com sports arena over there.
Sure am.
And then let's see by height. And then it gets tricky here. I'm going to guess Ms. Alsman, Jessica Alsman. Are you taller than Jess?
Maybe.
Okay,
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And then you're both taller than Pat Godwin.
I'm 5'8".
Yep, they're both taller. Okay.
Where were we? I know. We were going to discuss with Jessica other things in the world of news. What have we missed?
A Japanese man has earned the first ever ninja studies degree.
Wow.
In spring 2018, master's student Jinichi Mitsuhashi was one of 3 students to enroll in the master's program at Mi University's International Ninja Research Center. He studied historical documents on the true nature of ninjas while also performing his skills in martial arts. He also purchased a wooden home in Iga province, the birthplace of the ninja, and grew rice as well as vegetables on the land.
Cool.
And this is he paying tuition to do this? Hey, Mom and Dad, I think I'm going to go study ninja in college. Get him a good job down the road.
Mitsuhashi told the AFP, I read that ninjas worked as farmers in the morning and trained in martial arts in the afternoon. With this combination, I thought I could learn about the real ninja.
Okay.
Mitsuhashi has since moved on to a PhD program.
I saw this. Did you see the pictures of the graduation? He's so good you can't see him.
Oh, boy, that's a good ninja. Yeah, yeah.
That is
sneaky ninja.
That defines. Everyone's walking across the stage. They announce his name, and everyone's looking around. And then the diploma was gone.
Yeah. I hear he got an MA. His Martial of Arts. Chick, you want to like that, don't you?
I do. I want to like it.
Right, but there's something's holding you back.
Comedically, I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
He did have a graduation photo taken.
Oh.
Couldn't see him?
No. He doesn't have the traditional square hat. What's that called? The mortar board.
right.
With the thingy on it. What's that called? The
tassel.
Tassel. No,
Yeah.
Have a hood.
In fact, he can karate chop a stack of 10 mortar boards with one hand.
Amazing. Yeah. No, he's got a belt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted yours.
Wait a minute. How could you know? In your defense, how the hell could you know?
Does it say what he's getting his doctorate in next?
He's getting his doctorate in ninja.
So he's doing, okay, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, can you imagine paying the tuition as a parent? I've written some checks in my day for a handful of things. But
you're going to be a ninja, huh? All right.
They tell their friends he's going into organic gardening. Like, they don't talk about the ninja stuff, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff, I guess. Interesting.
First, yeah.
Have you seen the new documentary about Bruce Lee?
There was a new ESPN 30 for 30 that I have recorded. I've not watched it yet.
I have. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Okay, we'll go check that out. Earlier in the show, we got
like water.
You would enjoy the Bruce Lee segments in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. Yes.
I think you would kind of dig that movie. You'll have to give that one a watch.
Okay, I'll try that out. The only thing I watched this weekend was the first episode of the new Perry Mason.
Yeah, you won't shut up about it. I mean, yeah, that's interesting.
I mentioned it exactly once, I think.
No, a couple times. You played the theme song.
Yeah, and the new theme song. Played both theme songs.
It was a whole break.
But we still haven't played Ozzy Osbourne, which is, I can't believe it.
Perry Mason. Isn't that it?
We could write lyrics to this.
Perry Mason.
Okay, Pat, smartass.
Yes.
Guess what you have to do by tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow, nothing. Okay, I tell you what, we're going to come. I want, when we come back.
We're leaving?
No, but when we do, I'm going to give him a few minutes. I want lyrics written to this song. Are you ready? This is the Perry Mason theme song. By the way, it starts out just like Sea Hunt. Hello, fellas.
Do I pause like this, too?
This song drives you crazy, doesn't it?
It's a nightmare intro.
This part.
I would say starting here.
Perry
Mason. Perry Mason. He's a lawyer in the car.
Don't help.
Oh, come on, it's done already. We did it.
Perry Mason.
Can you play that on the keyboard?
I'm on accordion right now, yeah.
Okay, good. We'll see. Now, that's the great theme. Did you recognize that, Jess Hooker?
I did, and I always thought it was a very sexy song. Like a woman should have tassels on her breasts and like shaking them to that song. That's what it makes me think of.
Brassy and boozy.
Yeah.
And,
It's got that great, that great sort of surf piano. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Surf piano.
Oh, yeah, kind of that same kind of.
I don't think that's
tinkle.
a thing. A surf guitar is a thing.
I know, but what's the guy where the guy plays that? Never mind, I can't think of it. But the point is, the theme song to the new one just blows.
It's very moody. It's very
slow.
Why would they not
slow,
turgid?
Maybe they couldn't get the rights to it, or maybe they just want to be completely disassociated from the old one.
Man, I just think it's a mistake.
Did you know that Raymond Burr tried out to be he didn't audition to be Perry Mason?
No,
really?
I wanted to be Cato. No.
He auditioned to be whatever it is, a prosecutor.
Oh.
And then
Mr. Berger.
They told him.
Gary Bricklayer.
They told him to lose weight. I don't get that. Is that a joke? Gary Bricklayer?
Perry Mason. Gary Bricklayer, of course, would be the opposing.
I'd like to congratulate the four people that got that across this great country of ours.
Don't
Gary
you dare.
Okay, sorry. You ready, Pat?
No, you want me to sit here and clomp on the piano while you guys are talking? I have to figure out the chord change.
Did you hear they're selling merch for it, Chick, for the new Perry Mason?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they got Perry Mason shirts. They got Perry Mason jars. They got a lot of stuff.
Perry Mason,
jars.
Yeah. All right. See, that's a joke.
Now, the new Perry Mason features Matthew Rhys, who's a tremendous actor. He was in The Americans.
I don't like the hat. I find
he's
his
Welsh,
hat,
right?
I find his hat distracting.
He writes essays for a newspaper. Have you ever read any of his?
No.
Any of Reese's pieces?
There's a joke there. That's nice.
You got the double.
Willie enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun, Reese's Pieces, you guys. We
That's a
should
lot
end
of
there.
fun.
We love that. I'm
That
sorry.
is a lot of fun, Wilbur. Yes.
But we were talking about the show, which is now on HBO. But I was hoping it was they were releasing all of them at the same time. Now you got to wait, I guess, a week between each one. Is that the deal?
We're HBO. We don't have to.
I like that. I like waiting a week.
You can really spread out the memes too.
Yeah,
So
see, I'm a-
each, for
I know,
the
that's the
kids,
thing.
the kiddos
yeah, right,
that are watching Perry Mason.
Okay.
I grew up watching it because my mom would have Perry Mason on, Columbo, Matlock, In the Heat of the Night, all of
Yeah,
those
this
shows.
Perry Mason, it's one of those film noir, detective, L.A., old cars, beautifully filmed.
You give it a cautious thumbs up?
Yeah, I got to see what happens.
Gotcha.
Dad, you would like this story. They filmed part of Marvelous Miss Maisel outside my apartment in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And they turned in a whole storefront into this like 1950s era store, and they had fake cars. It was awesome. It looked really cool to see.
Yeah, there's every time I go to Chicago, they're filming something in the streets.
They film a bunch of stuff.
All the time.
All the Chicago shows.
Yeah, they've got Chicago.
Chicago Hope. Yeah.
They've got Chicago everything, right?
Yeah.
Police, fire, and
Yeah, I like that one, Chicago Janitor.
That's a good one. Yeah, riveting stuff.
That's really good.
You ran out of kitty litter for puke that one day.
Okay, here's a review of Perry Mason from a guy on Twitter. 20 minutes into HBO's new Perry Mason, I have no idea why it's called Perry Mason. The period's wrong, the job is wrong, the character's wrong, even the stubble is wrong. If they'd called it something else, I might be getting into it. As it is, it's all very distracting.
Well,
I
relax.
think it's the Perry Mason origin story. They're going way back. That's the deal, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
You're giving it a wide berth because of Matthew Reese.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Who used to play Perry Mason?
Raymond Burr.
See, I don't like the new guy that plays Perry Mason. I don't like Matthew's Perry. It's a TV joke, people. We're talking about Friends.
Friends, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can they bring Raymond Burr back like a computer generation Raymond, like his grandfather or something? Or no, it'd be Well, no, it's the same time, isn't it? Huh.
They could have Bill Burr do it.
Yeah, they could. Bill Burr.
I'm
Raymond
angry.
Burr. Yeah, Willie wants it different. Is what he wants.
Yeah, I'd like Bill Burr would be great. He'd be great at that. Now,
what are you doing?
You got another story for us?
We talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for a hot second. Margot Robbie, Christina Hodson reteam for new Pirates of the Caribbean movie for Disney. Drink up some me hearties. There are more Pirates movies on the horizon. So Margot Robbie is going to be starring in Pirates of the Caribbean, and the project is reportedly not meant to be a spin-off of the franchise involving Captain Jack Sparrow, but a new original story under the Pirates moniker.
Okay. All right.
No Jack Sparrow? It's 'cause
No
they've-
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, they've kind of run that to death, you think?
Yeah.
Although I think it's super cool that Johnny Depp occasionally, apparently, he dresses up in the character and he will actually go into the ride in Orlando.
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
Be on top of the bridge and just do it for hours at a time for the hell of it.
Wow.
And I guess
What a weirdo.
That is weird.
No, but then he dresses up and goes to hospitals and talks to kids.
Yeah, that's terrific.
That is so
part's
cool.
terrific. Yeah, bring me down, man.
Margot Robbie, you know, when she's a pirate, she's got a really nice arse.
Really nice.
That was funny.
What does that mean? I've been alive a long time. I don't even know what that means.
Arse.
You're
the
boobs. What are you talking about?
No, her arse.
Are
She's
you
British,
European?
right?
Oh, you're the Anglophile.
Is she Australian or English?
Here, I'll break it down for you.
She's
Josh,
Australian.
what do pirates say?
Arr.
Arr. How do the English describe what we would call an ass here in the States?
Arse. Yeah.
Put the two
A-R-S-E.
together, you get arse.
Yeah. I know. I got it. It's
It's unbelievable.
the dimwit over
Yeah,
here.
okay.
That,
2 + 2 equals.
We're at a check deficit.
We'll be right back. We're going to be joined by comedian Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Ken Tarmac.
Ken Tarmac, do you have the Bob and Tom app? You should get it today. It's free in your iTunes or Google Play Store. The price is right. Did you hear me? It's free. Of course, most of you probably already have downloaded the Bob and Tom app, and you're listening to me right now on Bob and Tom 24/7 through the app, and for that, we thank you. Let your friends, neighbors, coworkers, anyone else that you run into on the streets, hey, do you have the Bob and Tom app? You know it's free. You can also set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. That way, A, you won't be late for the work, and B, you might hear Chick McGee is the first thing you wake up to in the morning. How sweet would that be? The Bob and Tom app, again, free at your iTunes or Google Play Store. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom entertainment news update from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Kelly Clarkson says she's going after John Legend for EGOT status now that she's picked up an Emmy. Clarkson won Best Entertainment Talk Show host for the first season of The Kelly Clarkson Show at the online Daytime Emmys on Friday. Clarkson gave a shout-out during her acceptance speech to people who are helping during the coronavirus pandemic and civil unrest. She says the more helpers she can feature to spread kindness and inspire others, the better everyone will be for it. The Young and the Restless emerged as the big star of this year's Daytime Emmys. The CBS Daytime Drama won for Best Drama and captured 3 other acting trophies at the event Friday night. One of the wins went to Jason Thompson, who plays Billy Abbott on the long-running series. He's the 3rd actor to play the role and win an Emmy. Several of the winners of the awards show spoke out against racial injustice. Ron Jeremy continues to be held on $6 million bail after being charged with raping 3 women and sexually assaulting a 4th. The former porn star actor's attorney asked the judge handling the case to reduce the bail during a hearing past Friday, but the request denied. During the hearing, Jeremy pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. He wore an orange jumpsuit and a face mask, the facial covering because of the coronavirus outbreak. That's a look at your entertainment news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've got horse jokes. What do you call an Amish guy with his hand in a horse's mouth? A mechanic.
That's pretty good.
Did you hear about the man who was hospitalized? He has 6 little plastic horses inside him.
Is that right?
Yeah, the doctor described his condition as stable.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I did that joke.
What did the horse say when it fell? I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
All right.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Declaration of my feelings for you. Elaboration on those feelings. Description of how long these feelings have existed. Belief that no one else could feel the same as I. Reminiscence on the pleasant times we shared. And our relationship's perfection. Wow. Recounting of the steps that led to our love's dissolution, mostly involving my unfaithfulness and lies. Penitent admission of wrongdoing, discovery of the depth of my affection, regret over the lateness of my epiphany. Title of the song, naive expression of love, reluctance to accept that you are gone. Request to turn back time and rectify my wrongs. Repetition of the title of the song. Enumeration of my various transgressive actions of insufficient motivation. Realization that these actions led to your departure and my resultant lack of sleep and appetite. Renunciation of my past insensitive behavior. promise of my reformation. Reassurance that you still are foremost in my thoughts now.
9:20 on the nose at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's got a quick forecast. Go ahead. It's Jessica Alsman.
Q95 Clark's weather forecast from Fox 59. Thunderstorms, a chance today with a high of 86, a low of 68 tonight. Thunderstorms tomorrow, high of 86. Currently, it is 79.
What is money for something? Well, it's starting. Your shot at some serious cash, so be listening carefully to Q95. $1,000 would come in pretty handy anytime, especially right now. So hang out. We got some great music coming up throughout the day and a bunch of other cool stuff, including your shot at some serious cash. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The big room, it's got Ace, Chick, Josh, this is Tom. We're all in one room. Then behind the glass, it's Willie Griswold behind the glass over there. Different room. It's Jessica Alsman. And then on a glass screen to my left, it's Pat Godwin, who's been creating a song the last 10 minutes or so. We'll be getting his new version of the Perry Mason theme with lyrics.
I've been talking to Josh.
But let's see. Then we have the lovely face of Jessica Hooker.
The birthday girl.
Jess Hooker. Really? Happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's
it's
the voice.
farewell tour to my 30s. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. One more year. Yeah.
Pretty bummed out.
Wow.
You're a child.
Now
that's still so young.
That's the voice of Reno Collier.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning. That beard gets any pointier, you can play Rasputin. And,
Dude, this thing is it's awfully white and red and orange, and I don't know. I never did that ancestry dot whatever it is, but I got a whole bunch of stuff jacked up in that thing.
Huh.
Like
well, what you do in your free time, you might want to get a towel.
Oh, wow. There you go. All right. Good morning to you too, sir.
You're welcome. Let's get right to Today in History. Do we have the theme song?
I know.
Leonard.
History.
Okay.
It happened before.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, do you want to start with birthdays or do you want to do events that happened on
I
this
think we have to go with birthdays.
Okay. The first one. Oh, this is an easy one. This is a slow pitch.
Yeah, it's Jess Hooker's birthday.
William James Mayo.
Inventor of mayonnaise. Everybody shut up.
What a great day.
Born in 1861.
What would you do without mayonnaise? You know, you can make your own mayonnaise with eggs and oil and.
I have made my own mayonnaise.
Put it in the food.
I'm not being. Yes.
How did I know Jess Hooker would shake her head silently at what I was saying?
Wait a minute. You've made your own mayonnaise?
Yes, I have. I've done Whole30 a couple times. It's a. I like to say a lifestyle change, not so much a diet.
Don't you call it a live it and not a diet?
Exactly.
Yes,
and
so I guess you quit.
Jeez.
Let's just say I gained the Whole30 back.
Josh, is Whole30 when you eat a whole chicken for 30 days?
Pizza. It's when I eat donut holes for only 30 days.
See, here's the problem. If Tom does it, everyone thinks it's okay to do it. See, that's the problem.
I'm sorry. So you made your own mayonnaise?
Yeah. You have to use
put some dill in there,
tasting olive oil and eggs.
Was it any good?
It was very good.
There you go.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, William
Dude, that's
James.
gross, man. Like mayonnaise. That's have you ever seen somebody scoop like at Subway when they take a big scoop of mayonnaise and they're like, I'm like,
the English use mayonnaise on their French fries quite often.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Mayonnaise and vinegar.
It's
Yeah.
delicious. Yeah.
In any event, I'm sorry. Happy birthday, William James Mayo, 1861.
No, he was not the inventor of mayonnaise.
Yes, he was.
But he did found a lesser facility, the Miracle Whip Clinic, where they try to whip up a miracle to save your ass when you've got some fatal illness. Okay. By the way, Miracle Whip, hate.
Yeah, I'm with you because I grew up with it.
It's pretty good.
They're both great.
No. Miracle Whip will ruin any sandwich.
Agreed.
Okay.
The tangy zip of Miracle Whip.
Okay. Wow. We go from
stuck up
1861 to 1944. I guess. Wow. Not a popular birthday, Jessica.
In history, nothing else. Oh, no birthday. Okay. Go ahead.
Gary Busey.
Oh.
Do you think he knows it's his birthday?
Who knows?
no.
Yeah.
His father.
I did a comedy. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I did that Comedy Central roast with him.
Yeah.
He is. So he's not playing a character. That dude is whacked out of it. I mean, he wrecked a motorcycle with no helmet on.
Right.
He got busted for like mushrooms when he was like 65. He came by. Can I tell this? I was sitting beside Toby Keith, and he walks by and he looks at Toby Keith and he's like, "Toby Keith, I'm Gary Busey." Toby's like, "Well, hey Gary, how you doing?" He's like, "Next year, sidelines football game, me and you, Texas, Oklahoma." And Toby's like, "Get away from me, you beep 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 beep." And he can't hear anything. And he looked at me and he's like, "What did he say?" And I go, "He said he's going to take you to the football game." He's like, "Right." No idea where he was.
Man has issues, apparently. Let's see. Boy, not a lot of other big birthdays.
Richard Lewis, right? It's his birthday today, I think. Yeah.
Oh, the comedian. Very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice guy. Currently showing up on Curb.
Pretty funny.
He's great on that.
Yeah.
He is. Funny. And had great hair there for a while.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was obsessed with it.
Yes.
A really, really nice head of hair. It's kind of not so great anymore.
What was that show he was on with Jamie Lee Curtis? Is that?
I love
the
that
sitcom.
show. I'm the only one, I think.
I remember kind of liking it too.
Some
when I was
sitcom,
pretty young,
it was really good.
Okay, now also on this date in history, 1613, Shakespeare's Globe Theater burns down during a performance of Henry VIII.
Yeah.
Not really.
It wasn't a critic's review, was it?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I wanted to burn down the theater after I saw that Romeo and Juliet movie for spending $8 so my daughter can giggle for 2.5 hours.
Which
movie sucked.
The Leonardo DiCaprio one?
No, the latest one that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh,
that. Then they made the stupid cartoon, like Romeo and Juliet or whatever, and Elton John sang the soundtrack about those yard figures. That God,
It's really good. I like that.
Oh, good God!
I do.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you smoke weed? That's like
I probably should.
You should. I swear to God, I cannot. I don't know. Gnomes freak me out. They're like big scoops of mayonnaise. If I see a gnome or a scoop of mayonnaise or a bird in somebody's house, I freaking lose it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Rito, who are you mad at right now?
I'm really on fire this morning.
I broke my freaking finger. And I had to, and I made my own splint with popsicle sticks. I got a freaking skin cancer thing. I go in to get this thing. I have to get it cut out. And the lady's like, "Well, how much of your deductible have you paid?" I'm like, "I don't know." She goes, "How high is your deductible?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "Well, do you go to the doctor often?" I go, "Look, lady, I made my own splint. You can still see the orange in the popsicle stick from where I ate the damn thing. No, I don't go to the doctor a lot. I have no idea."
Is that Scotch tape?
It's not. It's medical tape. It looks like Scotch tape. I tried to get a splint, but I can't get it in the damn glove.
So how did you get? I assume that you broke your finger when one of your fellow construction employees kicked you in the ass.
That's a shocker.
No, I did it. I was knocking concrete off the side of a sidewalk.
Ouch.
With a sledgehammer. I just had it kind of, and there was a 2x4 that was holding the concrete. It's a boring story.
Very
right
manly.
To the point.
No, it's very manly.
I'm kind of a badass.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Hey, there's one more birthday today. It's Al Jackson's birthday.
Yay.
Never heard of
All right.
Sounds like a fun guy.
Happy birthday. Well, thank you very much. Well, let's just move on from there. We have Jessica Alsman at the news desk. What have we missed?
Authorities in Florida are saying a man carrying nearly 500 grams of marijuana attempted to steal a plane to fly to his girlfriend in California. Officers responding to a report of a stolen vehicle at the New Smyrna.
New
Beach.
Smyrna. New Smyrna. That's the name of the city and the beach and the town.
Smyrna. Near Smyrna
Not
Beach.
Smyrna.
Smyrna.
Like Schweppes. Smyrna. SM. Smyrna.
Yeah, okay. New Smyrna Beach Municipal Airport last Saturday encountered the victim who said a man jumped into the back of his truck and offered him a $1,000 for a ride to the airport, leaving behind a grinder, a scale, and a cell phone.
Ah, okay.
Oh, so there's more to this than just the marijuana.
Another officer was
He's got
notified.
A grinder.
To grind up your weed.
Right.
So you can put it in a pipe.
It's just a small little...
Yeah, that's a really common thing.
Yeah.
Any stoner would have one of those.
Oh, I thought it was something for pills, no?
You can do that too?
You can grind whatever you want, man. That's cool.
Attaboy,
Whatever you're
Tom.
into, man.
It is a lot of. This is 17 ounces of weed. This is a lot of pot.
Okay.
That's like a small soda.
But he's trying to. So I'm sorry. So he tries to hijack a truck, then he tries to steal a plane. What?
Another officer was notified by a flight instructor that a man had been spotted on the wing of a plane. According to a report, the man had asked
on the wing.
the man had asked the flight instructor how he could fly a plane.
Oh, so this guy's got to be higher than hell.
Yeah.
Authorities eventually apprehended Robert Sinestra after he jumped out of the plane's emergency exit window. The report said Sinestra stated that he purchased the aircraft for $20,000 cash recently, and he was going to fly to California to meet his girlfriend.
So he had this weed and he jumped out of the window of the plane? Is that what happened?
Yeah, but he tried to steal.
Police are calling him Doobie Cooper. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Excellent.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
The movie will be called Dank on a Plane.
The 22-year-old was charged with grand theft, possession of paraphernalia, trespassing in an operational area of an airport, possession of cannabis, and leaving the scene of a crash involving damage.
Have they ever done a stoner movie about a spy?
Pineapple Express is probably the closest.
Yeah, there's some sort of crime. That breaks out, right?
I feel like Pineapple Express is the shining example of a good stoner movie. Every other movie about weed, Half Baked is great, but there's not a lot of good ones, to be honest.
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong, sure, Up in Smoke.
Yeah, and Dazed and Confused, I would put
Maybe I should just shut up here.
Right.
I'm sorry, Willie.
Other than those six, though, there aren't any good ones.
Oh, man.
But has there been one that's more like a spy caper? It was...
Not that I can think of.
Isn't the first one Pineapple Express? I'm trying to remember. Is that the one?
There's cops involved in that.
Yeah, he gets caught up in some. I saw it in the theater, but
a crime.
I don't really remember much of the plot. That's Seth Rogen laughing.
That's Seth Rogen, yeah.
Has there been a spy movie?
Not that I know of. Why? What do you want?
You want to make
thought of
one?
Yeah?
Oh.
Bong. James Bong.
James Bong.
All right. That's fun, right? It is fun.
Hey, Goldfinger. What's the laser for, dude?
No, Mr. Bong, I expect you to get high.
Yes.
I think we may have come up with something.
You're just that worthless.
00420.
Goldfinger shoots at him and he passes out just to the right.
And by the way, it's Acapulco Goldfinger.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, we've done it.
We've written the whole thing.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Good luck.
Let's see now. What else would there be? Are there any specific things one does with a finger in the realm of drug use?
I don't know. You can roll a joint with your fingers, right?
Cocaine with a little finger.
Cocaine pinky, sure. The nail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the nail. Okay. This is not going down Comedy Road, is it? We had it. We should have bailed.
Nope. James Bong.
James Bong. Private
James
Eye.
Bong.
Bailed was good.
Got nothing. Thank you, Reno.
Got it, buddy.
Nothing there. I'm sorry.
I think that's so impressive. Like Seth Rogen in Pineapple Express, he rolls like a cross joint. I don't even know. I don't even understand it, but it's cool how he does it. Little fact. Not a joke, just a fact.
Instead of if James Bong would meet Dr. Yes. Hey, man, can I smoke that, Dr. Yes? I'm sorry. I'm still thinking.
Are you high? Are you smoking?
No, I liked the cocaine one. It was Thunder 8 Ball. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah. The spy who smokes me out.
Pussy Galore, same name. Sure. Just keep that one.
For your highs only.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The man with the golden bong.
Live and get high.
On Her Majesty's secret stash.
Good one, Willie.
This is great. We got 20 more movies, right?
Do you suppose someone ever said to Prince Philip, hey, on Her Majesty? Forget the Secret Service part last
He's
night.
high as a kite.
Last night you were on Her Majesty. Okay, sorry. What else have you got over there, Jessica?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, good. Thanks for being prepared.
If Jessica's out, I could shoehorn in Sean Bongery. It doesn't hold up that
Sean
great.
Bongery.
Nice.
Sean Bongery.
Good.
No, it's not.
Yes.
If I or Tom
I
had
love
said it,
that.
you'd be losing your
Sean
mind.
Bongery. I laughed at James
You just got a
Bong.
soft spot for
James
Willie.
Bong. Yes, I do.
Okay, I promise this one. I'll do
I
this
said it
one.
wasn't great.
I did not realize that any of the Sherlock Holmes stuff was still under copyright protection. I assumed it was so old that it was not, because there have been so many versions of that. I don't know if they have to pay a royalty or not. But Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's estate has sued Netflix, claiming its new film Enola Holmes. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yeah.
It offers a depiction of Sherlock Holmes that is, quote, too nice. The film is set for September release. It's based on a series of novels by Nancy Springer about Sherlock Holmes' younger sister, which is a character that Ms. Springer created. The Arthur Conan Doyle estate has objected to how Sherlock Holmes is portrayed in the series, arguing that the character was only kind and emotional in later books that are still under copyright. So they're saying that Holmes is supposed to be aloof and lacking in empathy in the
Now,
early
how
books.
does that work? It sounds like some of them are under copyright and some of them aren't.
I guess.
That is.
And it was supposed to be starring Millie Bobby Brown, who
Right.
plays 11
Yeah,
from
and-
Stranger Things.
Right. Yeah, she's. It's in post production.
Oh, dang.
You've seen Stranger Things, right, Tom?
No.
I knew that.
Well,
how about that?
So the point is what? That it's the actor's famous? I don't know. That just
Well,
derailed,
she's
that
famous,
just derailed
yeah.
the entire conversation.
Oh, sorry. Well, she was the one that was going to be starring in this, but
So is she or not?
Yes.
Well, she's
yeah,
filmed
it's
it
done.
already.
Yeah, it's all done.
Yeah, everyone knows who Millie Bobby Brown is. I mean, not everyone in your circles, but everyone knows who
Right.
Millie Bobby Brown is.
Okay, so but the point is, I don't understand how they can sue about a character that this lady created.
Right. Either do I. Because she would have had to have.
So Sherlock must also.
He is. It played by Henry Cavill, who's Superman now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Henry Cavill Lodge.
That's right. Yeah, he was.
Also The Witcher.
He was so famous. There we go.
I stayed there one time. No, nothing. Okay.
I do like the one with Benedict Cumberbatch. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And it's after you recommended it, Chick.
Yep.
And
Bored. There. Remember, he starts yelling bored, just shooting his gun in his apartment. Love it.
the ladies that like Benedict Cumberbatch, they have a name, and I learned this from SNL. If anybody knows it, I don't know if I can even say it. Bitches?
Oh yeah, Cumber bitches.
Like Cumberbund.
Big fan of Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he's all these groupies.
Huh.
Yeah, so, in any event, the odd part of this is there a? I guess there's copyright protection for parts of Sherlock Holmes. I had no idea.
There you go.
They've made so many different versions of it. But this is a softer Sherlock Holmes. I guess that's the objection.
Why not? I don't know why it's a big deal. Grab a younger audience and make them take
He's
interest.
so soft. It's my understanding that instead of smoking a pipe, he smokes Virginia Slims. Clove cigarettes.
Okay, that's yeah.
That's a soft Sherlock.
I thought you were going to go with the Jewel. It's a different angle.
Oh, Jewel. Yeah, Jewel. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
How do they sue this movie and not sue Will Ferrell for that
Holmes
thing
and
that
Watson,
they put
yeah.
out?
Holmes and Watson. Yeah.
I love Will Ferrell, but that movie's unwatchable.
Oh, yeah.
Did not do well.
No, I didn't see it, but it did not do well.
It's a shame they don't get a royalty from every time someone says no, Sherlock.
Yes.
Okay, that's a phrase that's taken off.
Sure. Yeah.
Become very popular. When we come back, we will have the NASA hunk I've been promising. I apologize for not getting that organized. We'll get that when we come back.
Earth is flat.
Thank you, Reno. We'll see you soon. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, happy birthday, Jess. I hope it's fantastic.
Thank you, Reno.
You got it.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. night. All Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Mark Allison on a Monday, June 29th. Christy Lee taking the day off, but she'll be back tomorrow. Thanks to Jessica for stepping in today. Jess Hooker, Reno Collier zooming in on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the show coming up.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. A person with knowledge of the deal says that the New England Patriots have reached an agreement with free agent quarterback Cam Newton. The one-year deal is said to be worth up to $7.5 million with incentives. Newton was the 2015 NFL MVP. In the NBA, the Los Angeles Clippers have signed free agent Joakim Noah to a new contract for the rest of this season, 3 months after he first signed a 10-day deal with the Clippers. Dustin Johnson won the Travelers Championship on Sunday in Cromwell, Connecticut. And Denny Hamlin held off Kevin Harvick on Sunday night to win the second Cup race of the weekend at Pocono Raceway and flipped the result of the opener. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I tweeted this yesterday. I love your mask. It's the new comment. I mean, I have a pretty fancy-looking little mask, and I wore it yesterday, and somebody goes, I just love your mask. And I'm telling you, it's going to become a fashion accessory.
It's a point of pride.
The bitch getting the horses at the Kentucky Derby to wear those masks.
Yes, it is.
They're going to be huge.
The horses were against the mask. Do you know this?
Oh, no, I didn't hear about that.
When asked, they said, all in favor of people wearing masks? The horses all said,
nay.
Hey!
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn. So I don't ever want to see that.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Because if she gets this thing, then she's going to come in for the first couple months going with these great chinchilla
my
stories.
clothes smell like chinchilla poop.
No, they're not.
She's going to keep it in her dining room, and they poop right in the cage there.
She told us, Kostaki, you be the judge. She told us she went to a friend's house, and they have dogs, and this chinchilla sits on the dog's head.
It did.
And it's the cutest thing she's ever seen.
It did.
And right
great.
after she left the house, the dog ate the chinchilla. That's what I say.
I was
No,
going
just
to say,
probably
I've seen
batted
dogs
it
do
around.
that with treats, right? They put it
Right.
on their nose
Yeah.
and they go, wow.
Stay.
Yeah, one of my dogs, I know for sure, would eat that thing in a matter of
Oh, my
seconds.
dogs are definitely would eat them. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
okay.
why not have a pet that
Yeah, 'cause-
the dogs are going to sit there and sniff around the cage?
Yeah, because your little girls are
and
never going to...
every move it makes.
And by the way, the chinchillas needed to be quiet all day long, but they like to make a lot of noise at night.
Like they're
Perfect.
breaking into your house.
Perfect for Christy's career.
They're nocturnal. They don't readjust.
Wait a minute, we have the sound.
We have what?
Of Christy's dogs meeting the chinchilla.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's
for
hear
the
it.
very first time.
Oh, my God.
9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Some serious cash once again at stake. Money for something, so pay attention. All right, be listening for that. Now, we have Jessica Alsman sitting in for Christy Lee.
Q95 CarX weather from Fox 59. We've got thunderstorms. Chance today about 40%. Muggy, high of 86. Tonight, a low of 68. 60% chance for thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 86. Currently, it is 70. Currently it's 81. Look at that.
Okay, there we go. Temperature is subject
Getting hot.
Temperature subject to change.
Sorry, TBD.
Temperature market price. Temperature subject to. As I was saying, $1,000.
What were you saying?
$1,000 would come in pretty handy right now. Okay, I'm just saying. So pay attention and see what I'm talking about, and see if you could be walking away with $1,000 in cash. Details are coming up. I'll be that vague about it right now. Speaking of coming up. Little special treat for the ladies here in a matter of seconds. Oh yes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair occupied by Josh.
Hi.
CrazyCockWine.com sports desk occupied by Chick McGee.
Hey.
Also in this room, this is Tom speaking. I'm here. And then Ace is right over there, our engineer. And through the glass, there's Willie. And through the glass over there in another separate room, keeping our social distance, it's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
Speaking of Jessica's, only one of them has a birthday today. That's Jess Hooker. Looking great today. Never did play the frying pans that are behind you. I asked you to play the frying pans.
I'll work on it.
I've never seen that. You have all your frying pans on a wall like you'd have tools.
Yeah, Julia Child did that. That's where I got it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I didn't know.
You don't trace them, do you? Like a guy with a...
No.
Love that.
No.
You
Yes.
like that, don't you? Yep, see, my hammer goes right there. Okay.
Always great in a movie when later you see something's missing. Oh, man, where's
Hey,
that?
the hatchet's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And then Pat Godwin's right over there.
I am indeed.
Did I get everybody? Okay. Pat, I want you to play something for the girls.
I was going to say Pat owes us a song, right? Didn't you give him an assignment on the fly?
Oh, did you ever get Perry Mason?
Perry Mason. That's all I got. That's as far as I got.
Well, it's better than the one they're using now. For beautiful. You got that.
You know what? When you're right, you're right.
Pat, you are currently living in my old house.
Yeah.
And I have asked you to please try to keep it clean.
I have tried.
And
Big clean over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
No, good to know. But I don't think the ladies have ever heard your most recent tribute. That involves you acknowledge the fact that you dye your hair.
I do, yeah. Did it over the weekend, even Friday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right there in Tom's white sink.
Yeah. And I can see that you're going with kind of an Elvis black.
I am indeed, yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. You want to hear about it?
Yes, okay.
Over a white sink with black hair dye, I am mixing. Tom is calling, ask what I'm doing. I say nothing. Salmon's burning, I am rinsing, colors dripping. Stained white carpet, curtains ruined, bathtub blackened. I got kicked out of Willie. I got kicked out of Willie's place, where the songs I did write out on the street. But at least my hair isn't white. That's hard to do that falsetto. I tiptoe through the Jack Bruce.
It's a tribute to Jack Bruce becomes.
What's his name?
Tiny
Tim.
Tiny Tim. Highest rated episode of The Tonight Show ever with Johnny Carson.
How about that?
Tiny Tim got married in the Tonight Show.
Did they stay married?
No.
I don't think so. We met Tiny Tim.
Oh, yeah?
What was that like?
Weird.
Remember, he was the first one that publicly said after every transaction, major transaction, he takes a shower.
Tiny Tim said that.
He told us that in conversation off the air. Yeah. It was wild, man. It was a wild scene.
I can see why he was single. Time now to review what we learned.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I mentioned that I watched the new episode of the new Perry Mason show. I like the great actor Matthew Rhys. And it's not like the old show where it's a trial thing. He plays a L.A. detective.
You're
way
not
back.
distracted by his hat at all, huh?
That's people wore hats like that.
It's a good hat. It's way too big.
That's a good hat.
It's too big a hat for his face.
There's the theme.
Okay, hang on.
There's a big pause here. You can do sports and
2,
weather.
3, 4, 5.
That's a full measure, isn't it?
5 seconds. 5 seconds. Stop. Yeah. Boom. Bump, ba, boom. Bump, ba, boom. Boobies.
Yeah,
Hey, boobies.
Yeah.
It's such a great thing.
Boobs and butts and boobs.
Where do you get boobs and butts?
Oh, the butt buddies didn't say good morning this morning. Good morning, fellow butt buddy.
Hi, butt buddy.
All right, butt buddies.
Let's see now. What else did we learn today? The New England Patriots apparently
cheating again.
Yeah, but also they apparently signed Cam Newton. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
And DeMore Smith, the president of the NFL Players Association, has publicly chastised Tom Brady for working out with his teammates when they told them specifically not to. This isn't management. This is the Players Association. Upset with Mr. Brady.
Let him do what he wants, okay? They're all adults.
No kidding.
They can figure this out.
All right, there you go, people.
They pay their taxes.
They're not the boss of me. They pay
Tom
their taxes.
Griswold defending Tom Brady.
A guy apparently was caught in Slidell in Bossier City, Louisiana. A Slidell resident was found in the large aquarium at the Bass Pro Shops.
Yeah.
He's been arrested.
Yeah. He's in trouble.
Yeah. Josh, your point was?
Oh, I'm upset about it.
Because you've always wanted to do that.
My brothers and I have always said which one of us is going to do it, and we've had the restraint not to do it, and this guy went and did it.
Because going to prison is a good good way to restrain.
I love Bass Pro. Love.
Okay.
I do too, yeah.
We also found out that Josh about to go on a fishing trip, Lake of the Ozarks, at the end of the week.
Yeah.
And
My
Josh
gosh.
Famously had what we could refer to as an aqua dump.
I did. Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but it happened.
The old aqua dump.
I fear I confessed too much.
Okay.
Yes, I think you might have overspoken. That's a thing.
Garth Brooks did a really cool thing over the weekend. Did a drive-in movie theater concert that was played at a bunch of movie
Shamelessly exploiting the pandemic.
Not at all. I'm sure he probably lost money doing it, but good for him.
Still got his name out there, didn't he?
Donnie's cousin Lonnie had a band. Played bass apparently in the band Meat Sprinkler. I was not familiar with that. Happy birthday, Jess Hooker.
Thank you.
Farewell to the 30s.
No, not yet.
This is last year.
This is the farewell tour.
39?
Okay.
Only 30 more.
Well, if you make it like the farewell tour of various bands, you could be 27.
Right.
Okay. And Josh makes his own mayonnaise. I'll let
right.
you write your own joke. Usually he makes his own
get
mayonnaise.
home and make a batch right now.
On a T-shirt.
Freshly squeezed.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. BobandTom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The B-side, the reference is lost.
Yeah, people don't know about 45s anymore.
You know, there was the hit side and the so-called B-side.
Yeah.
There's a number of B-sides that became the hits in the history of music.
That's what I was going to ask. Were
always
there any
fascinating,
B-sides bigger than the A-sides?
Absolutely. Yeah. Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs, that was the B-side.
What was the A-side, do you know?
Mushrooms and peppers.
That was quick there, Josh.
From their food album? Cornucopia?
From their album, Philly Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom